Hey y'all. Sorry y'all. I was tired, y'all. I was sleeping. Hey y'all. Oh, I got another back play. Sorry y'all. I was tired, y'all. I had to get me some sleep in, y'all. I got up early. First, I went to bed late, okay? Oh my God. Trying to keep up with this story is just not easy. Okay, y'all? It is not easy. Okay. I went to bed late, woke back up at 5:30 in the morning. Okay. Whew. Did my little cleaning around the house, took my shower, ate some breakfast. I slept, y'all. I went back to sleep. I was just tired, tired, tired. It's a lot, y'all. I'm telling you, it's draining when you a content creator and you trying to keep up with stories. It become very tiresome and become draining. So I had to get me some rest. Oh Lord. And then I had to search for some content today, and I found a lot of new channels that's covering this story. I ran across like 6 new channels today that's covering this Mika story. So I'm telling y'all, it's not easy, y'all. Okay, it is not easy. I do be tired. What's going on, everybody? Hey, new subscriber. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing, honey? Other than that, I am okay. But I was tired, y'all. I didn't go to sleep until um he ended his live last night. And then I didn't go to sleep right then and there. I was rolling all through the YouTube streets, okay? And then I went to Facebook, see what was going on over there. So I think I stayed up till, oh my God, I think it was like something 3 in the morning. Good morning, Miss D. How are you, sweetie? How are you doing? Y'all know today I seen it on Facebook late last night, and then I seen it again this morning that Ramika family is having a march today. You gotta wear pink and white. I did see that. I don't know if any one of y'all seen that today or yesterday, but they are having today. Thank you for all the work you put in. Thank you so much, sis, because I be so tired. I be drained, girl. Shit. Y'all know I got in my goddamn reclining chair in my room, and baby, I was gone. I was like, oh shit, it's about time for me to go live. I really miss open book whole live because I was asleep, y'all. I was just so tired. I was tired. Hey, Miss D. Hey, beautiful. Let's see. Well, let's see. Well, what happened last night? Oh Lord. Mm. Baby. Latte, what's going on, my love? Baby, let me tell you. I don't know what happened last night, but that motherfucking cousin, I'm gonna say this. If I don't say nothing else. That cousin was a gaslighter. I don't know if Keys seen through it. Keys is not a biased person. I respect his boundaries. You know what I'm saying? How he hold it down. That he's not a biased person. I'm not a biased person neither. But I would never allow a man on my panel to speak. Not when it comes to incidents like this, especially when they have a mindset like Carlos' cousin mindset. I didn't like his mindset, so that was more of a thing to Keys to react from him because he's a man. I don't deal with, I don't go back and forth with men. So I don't allow men on my panel at all. Especially a man like that anyway, like I said. Um, but Keys is not a biased person. Now I don't know how y'all feel about it. Do people think that, he was trying to switch up? I don't know. Hey Jazzy J. He explained his actions for last night. Yes, I didn't like none of his actions, and I didn't like him. He was getting on my nerve bad. Yes, he felt like it. I felt like it was right for Holly to do what she did. That's how he felt. And it really blew my mind when he said that if I had daughters, I'd teach my daughters to do the same thing. If they had a restraining order, I said, my God, I won't want you to be my father. The cousin was laughing. It's a game to him. He don't give a fuck about Holly. He said that, fuck Holly. And he also stated that um his cousin is not street gangster. Well, motherfucker, he was gangster that day. Cause and I ain't gonna say in my opinion, I believe they set Holly up. So what the fuck he talking about? I ain't gonna even say in my opinion. Okay. I'm gonna say how I feel about the shit straight up. I believe him and Holly set that goddamn girl up. Y'all can say what the fuck you want to say. I believe Keys followed the cousin to speak to hang theirself. Oh, you could be right about that too, Latte. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, you needed to hear him. Oh, I heard him. I was in the bushes. I just didn't comment. You know, when things get like that, y'all, for the ones that really don't know how I am, I don't go into chats like that. I detach myself from things like that. You know what I'm saying? I was there. It's just I detached myself from the chat. You feel me? Because I know and I can see straight through a narcissist and through a gaslighter. And the only thing they was doing up there is gaslighting um Keys. Both of them bitches, Crybaby and the other one. I'm still shocked he would say Carlos moved his car up and Remika and Holly should fight. Who said that? Hey T. I'm gonna call you T for short if you don't mind, boo. What? I was hoping someone asked him why did Carlos say to Remika she about to get that gun. Watch. Right. I'm with you, Roy D. Yeah, I detached myself from drama because I felt like that was all drama. You know what I'm saying? And but I just stay in the bushes because I don't do all that back and forth with people. You know what I'm saying? I try to be a peaceful person. When I cover a story, I cover it from my perspective, no matter how nobody look at it. You know what I'm saying? But for you to get on some, see, you gotta remember, y'all. See, Keys looking at this as just I don't know how he looking at it, right? But let me tell you how I look at it. I'm looking at this from all perspectives, okay? As this girl was gunned down, okay, broad daylight. I don't believe it was self-defense. And I'm going to play this video for y'all, right? I searched for this video today. And this video I'm going to play for y'all, this is what I've been telling y'all through the whole time that I've been covering this goddamn case, okay? And for my day ones, know I've been saying this shit about narcissist people. See, Key's not covering this from a narcissist perspective. I do that because that's what I specialize in when I cover any case if I see that type of behavior. Now, I'm not saying every case I cover, the woman or the man has to be a narcissist and they are a narcissist. But for sure, okay, Carlos is a narcissist. And where did this behavior start? Okay, once again, where did this behavior start? Good morning, Royal D and Moss. Hey, baby, how are you? Exactly, Royal D. That's how I feel. That's right. It definitely wasn't self-defense at all. The cousin and Carlos moved his car up so they could fight. Are you serious? The cousin said Carlos moved his car up so they could fight. And the aunt and Keys was telling him he moved the car. After then, the cops told Carlos too. How would the cousin know Carlos moved the car? Fact, because he told Carlos. Or the cousin might have been there. Who the fuck knows? Their cousin is a gas lighter. And no chest crying baby. It's a gaslighter. And y'all know who crying baby is. Okay? Okay. And let me say this, y'all. Wait a minute. The police told him to move his car up. They said he moved the car once the cops asked him. I thought that's what I heard. Oh, okay. Carlos gossip just like a female. The whole family sings that they have trauma. Even the cousin seems like he's a trauma child too. Okay. He say his cousin not street. I can't tell. Motherfucker, you don't pick and choose when you want to be gangster. Motherfucker, you make one wrong gangster move out here in 2025, they're going to deal with you like you a gangster. You can't pick and choose when the fuck you want to be a gangster. Okay? I don't know about Chicago, but in New Jersey, you ain't choosing when the fuck you want to be a gangster. Huh. The moment you choose that you a gangster, that's how they're going to deal with you accordingly as a fucking gangster. Okay? You set this up. You can say what you want to say, the cousin. Y'all set this shit up. Period, point blank. I definitely do believe that. This was set up. This was all put in motion. Hold on, y'all. I got too much sunlight. Hold on. I can't see my comments like that. All right. You can't pick and choose when you want to be gangster, baby. No. Sure not, D. It wasn't no self-defense because Holly is the one who had the pow. Right. And Ramika and I agree with you on that. They set Ramika up. I'm from Camden and New Jersey. I was born in... Oh, okay, girl. You from Camden, New Jersey? Well, baby, say no more. Because I already know how they roll over there. Camden, New Jersey is very dangerous. You fuck around over there, you may come out with one leg. And that's on everything. I do know how Camden, New Jersey is. Yes, I know how they roll over there. I definitely do. Jesus. Girl, you from Camden, New Jersey? Okay. I'm from New Jersey too. Let me see. Sorry. Good morning, Moss and chat. I forgot to speak to everyone. Gone to see you. You are. How are you doing? The cousin said this when the girl was asking why Holly couldn't just drive off, and the cousin said Holly was blocked in. Keys and Holly was blocked in. Then the cousin said Carlos moved his car. From what I heard, they was not blocked in at all. I'm in New Jersey too, and Camden. You in Camden, New Jersey too? Okay, I know where y'all at. I have family that live in Camden, New Jersey. Oh yeah, they don't play over there. Shit, them motherfuckers will take your legs off over there, baby. Camden, New Jersey. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Oh God, April, I'm glad you're here because I ain't had no mods. Thank you, April. I love you, baby. Ooh, oh, Miss Lady, you is too, Miss Lady? Okay. I got a lot of y'all in here today. All right. So now, Crybaby. Now y'all peep this now. I want y'all to follow me. And I'm gonna go back to the comments. The lady, Naj, if that's her name, if I'm saying it right, whatever the fuck her name is. Y'all remember when she interviewed the witness, the ghost, right? And the ghost said that the pow was on top the hood of the car, right? And she told Naja, the lady that interviewed her, I guess that's her name, that Holly came towards the back door where her baby was sitting. Do y'all remember that? I want to know if I'm from Memphis, but we don't know it's we don't know Scary Holly. That's a lie. Holly drove up last. So how she was blocked in? Bullshit. Right. Okay. Y'all remember that, right? So last night, do y'all remember when Crybaby said on the live? Well, she was over there going towards Holly, baby, trying to open the door. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. Now we got Crybaby saying that, because I'm gonna take y'all somewhere with this. We got Crybaby just saying this now, out of the blue. Crybaby saying this. And the witness, which is the ghost that we don't know nothing about, okay, she said it. So now, y'all, Carlos, the cousin, they know who this witness is. That's why this witness did not want to be her voice to be heard, right? And that's why Crybaby know to say what he said last night, because he in cahoots with them. He heard when the girl said that Holly was going towards the car, right? The ghost said that, the ghost. And then he said it last night. Y'all, they're all in cahoots together. Because I don't believe that. I don't believe how. Now, let me tell you this. If they can prove it and it comes out, I will change my story. Because I don't mind, taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? If they can prove that Holly, if they trying to use that baby as a weapon, that's why Holly shot her in self-defense, because she was going towards that door with her baby. Is that what they trying to say now? Help me out here, y'all. Help me out. Help me out. Because that's what it sounded like to me. They're using that baby for a pawn, y'all. I don't think Holly would hurt no children. That's just my opinion. I don't think Holly went towards that back. The cousin was very much so a gaslighter last night. He really got on my fucking nerve. He irked me so bad. That's why I just left the chat and laid the phone down and just listened a little bit, because I was just as mad as I was the first time when it first happened. And then he also gonna say, that's how it is when you got two bitches. Like, who talks like that as a man? See, he wasn't no man. So what he was trying to do was condone his cousin behavior. That you think that was cool, that he was fucking with Holly and fucking with Remika? You think that shit was cool for you to say? And you talking about you got 4 daughters? How would you feel if a motherfucking man treat your daughters like that? And their baby mothers unalive one of your daughters? How would you feel? Like, cause you was talking some stupid shit last night. Like, for real. Like, nothing you said made sense. Like, I didn't get it. He said, well, my daughters was, licensed to carry, and this happens to them, I would tell them to just shoot. Well, I got 3 fucking daughters, and I'm not teaching my daughters no motherfucking shit like that. Okay? Now, I will talk to my daughters. Okay? But I'm not going to teach my fucking daughters to just shoot some fucking body if they got a restraint. It's levels to that shit. I'm not going to teach my daughters no shit like that. And they grown. Lord Jesus have mercy. Hey, Open Book. Girl, I took me a good nap. I was tired, Open Book. I was tired. Girl, I was kind of late coming on. I was tired. Boy. Woo, baby. Staying up these late nights be having me tired. I got to get you back to where I was. Okay, Brittany, got you. Hey, Miss D, how are you? I'm good, Miss Lewis. How are you, sweetie? Um, I don't even know how the cousins could stand on the panel and talk to him. Like, I wouldn't even want to talk to. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know how the family can even be on that panel talking to him last night. I'm just gonna be honest, y'all. I know I couldn't have. I know none of my family wouldn't have talked to my fucking family murderer cousin. No way. It wouldn't have happened. No. Hell no. Mm-mm. It wouldn't have happened. I'm just so sorry. That's okay, Brittany. You good. Them baby. Let me play this video for y'all. Okay, again, for the people that don't know, um, you can support my channel, y'all, with coffee. The coffee link is there. It's only one way you can support my channel. And the coffee links is there. Y'all show me some love because I've been coming through, staying on late, going to bed late, trying to find commentary. Now, this lady right here, I'm getting ready to play, y'all. I want y'all to really listen to her because this lady makes a lot of sense. I just found her channel today, and I think she just started this channel because I think she don't have that many supporters right now. And if y'all want to support her, y'all can. I think I ran across like at least 6 new channels that is covering this story. So I don't trust the cousin at all, Shay Shay. At all, Shay Shay. See, let me tell you what the cousin is before I start this video. The cousin wants Keys to stop talking about his cousin, aka Killer. Okay? Because he's a man. See, he's not too big on the women. He don't really care about the women dissecting his cousin because we women, right? But Keys really is the only one that I know as a man right now that's really dissecting, covering this fucking story for what it is, okay? And he don't like that. And Crybaby don't like that, right? And Ramika fake ass baby father don't like that. Okay, these 3 narcissist men, they don't like that. They don't like that. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to brainwash Keys, right? And get him on his good side so he can stop talking about it. That's what they're trying to do. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Yes, Miss Jones, absolutely. There would be a lot of women coming and sharing it to keep from it's going cold. Yes, absolutely, open book. You right. I don't call them motherfuckers no men. And then, honey, when the lady got up there and said she talked to Crybaby, baby mama, and Crybaby, baby mama said that he always do shit like this and put his kids at risk. Well, that told a lot about Crybaby. But Crybaby, I would love to find out who your baby mama is, because I would love to bring her on my panel and interview her. If y'all find out who she is, anybody, inbox me her Facebook, because I would love to bring her on my show, because I would love to get an interview with his baby mama, because I want to see what that mindless nutrition bitch is all about. And then you're going to send that lady a dick picture of you. You the disgusting ass mindless nutrition bitch. That's what you is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, that one. You need to go and have some respect. See, let me say something. The way you do women, that's how you probably did your baby mama. That's why she didn't want your ass. She said you put your kids at risk. I believe her. I believe her. You don't even see your fucking kids. You want to have control of your baby mother. I believe that. And I do believe you is making money off of this story with Ramika. You're making money off of that, bitch. And you know you are. You don't give a fuck about Carlos. Okay? You don't care. You care about the money. Birds of the feather flock together. Absolutely. That motherfucker is mindless. Listen, y'all. I don't like talking about people, but motherfucker, when I gotta go there, I gotta go there. Y'all got to understand me, okay? And please don't y'all goddamn it get mad. But let me fucking tell you something. That son of a bitch is slow as a fucking... Oh my God, y'all. He's so fucking slow. I know he rode the yellow bus at school from pre-K into 12th grade. I know he did. Okay. He looked Maryland's nutrition. Okay. His chest is so caved in like he don't even eat properly. His hair is never fucking done. He disrespectful as fucking hell. Okay. To tell a woman to suck his nut up and then send her pictures. He came from a slow school. Okay? He's slow. He's very slow. Yeah. So, don't y'all be mad at Keys right now. I know a lot of people didn't like the way he handled the situation. He's probably not putting his emotions in it. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be biased with it, But let's see how it go, y'all. Let's see how it go. Let's give him some grace. Let's just let's see how the story play out. But I'm gonna tell you this: there was definitely gaslighting. Okay, and let me tell you, Keys said not for Carlos to go to court. That's a motherfucking lie, and the truth ain't in you. Do you think Carlos is not going to still go to court and go against Ramika? Let me tell you the fuck why he ain't going to do that. He's going to still do that. Because if you think one motherfucking minute that he's going to go against Holly, come on. Let's get smart, y'all. Holly got some shit on his motherfucking ass. The cousin might not know. So the cousin need to shut the fuck up and step back for a minute. Okay? Because they planned this shit together. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And if fucking Carlos don't stand in the gap for her, she gonna air his motherfucking ass out and both of them bitches going to jail. Now you mark my word. You mark my word. Hey, Miss Joy. What's going on, my love? He looked like he's the type that be doing stuff like that, ending the pictures, sending the pictures. Yes, he's a nasty ass, slow ass, yellow bus, rotten bitch. Hey, Miss D, I missed the live. You missed Keys live last night. What, you was asleep, Miss Joy? Hollywood talking if he don't. You better say it. You better say it, Keys. I don't care. Keys said to tell a cousin to tell Carlos don't go to court. That shit ain't gonna work. See, Keys don't know you dealing with a narcissist versus a narcissist. Baby, if you jam a narcissist up in any shit, you done fucked up. You fucked up. See, that's why I say when I cover stories from all angles, from toxic abuse, narcissistic abuse, all of that. You understand what I'm saying? And Carlos is definitely a sick narcissist. His cousin up there is have narcissistic tendencies, okay? And the other motherfucker, the yellow bus bitch, he seems like he definitely a toxic narcissist motherfucker, okay? That family have very bad narcissistic traits, okay? And we need to know, where did Carlos get his motherfucking behavior from? We need to know that, guys. We need to know that. We need to know, where did Carlos get his narcissistic behavior from? Thank you so much, baby, for the coffee, for donating to my channel. I appreciate you so much, sis. Appreciate you that. Appreciate you for that. Love you, sis. Thank you so much. He's a covert narcissist. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's exactly what he is. That's exactly what he is. So all this happened on Keys Live? Yes, it did last night, baby. Yes, it did. The lady got up there and told him, "You's a sick bitch." The lady told Crybaby. She said, "You nappy head bitch." Baby, I was so weak. I said, "What the fuck is going on?" Ooh, Jesus. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Help me, Lord. Whew. Y'all, I just couldn't believe it, y'all. That lady was the funniest lady. I swear to God, she was funny. She said, "You nappy head bitch." Oh, whew. She said, "You ain't got no respect." And y'all, he don't. I need to find out who is his baby mama. Okay? So, Brittany, is you in this chat, Brittany? Is my mom in here? I got to watch the replay, girl. You better go watch it. It was crazy. Watching Remika trying to reach for him. Oh, Miss Lady, yes. Yes. And did you see that evil bitch came in the chat and say, "Where you see that at?" Did y'all see that? When somebody in the chat said Remika was trying to reach for him for help, a nasty, disgusting bitch came in the chat and said, "Huh, who said she was, who seen that? I ain't see that. Bitch, it ain't for you to see, you evil bitch." Yeah, he's dirty and musty. Okay, Brittany here. Brittany, if you find out anything about the baby mama, let me know, baby. I need to interview Crybaby baby mama. I need to know who she is. I need to find her. Yeah, that did, Miss Key. Yes. Yes. Okay, so y'all did see that in the chat. Okay. Yes. Uh-huh. They sure did. So, yo, let's get into this video and we're going to get back. Because, baby, that lady is my friend. I need to find her. She said, "You nappy head bitch." Yo, I can't get over that. Yo, I need to find that lady. I need her to come on my goddamn panel, baby. Because, baby, she let the motherfucking mic smoke. She said, "You nappy head bitch. You sent me pictures of your nasty private area." And she said, "Bitch, I talked to your kid's mother. And your kid's mother said you always put your kids in danger." That says a lot about Crybaby. That says a lot about Be Up the Bob. Okay? He's a musty looking mother sucker. Ooh, baby mama. I need baby mama April. I got to find baby mama. I need to find her because shit. God damn. Listen, it got so goddamn funky last night, right? I had to hit my right hand man, my right hand partner up on the back end, which y'all know that's open book. And I'm like, "Sis, you sleep?" You know what I'm saying? I had to text her. You know, and she did doze off for a minute, you know. So I told her, I said, "Do you see what's going on in the chat?" Like, cause the chat was crazy, y'all. It was crazy. Then the motorcycle man came up there and like he was deaf and couldn't talk, like he was a special need child and all this shit. Girl, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Okay, I don't know what he was. I don't know if he was white, black, goddamn, was dark. You couldn't see him, but he wouldn't have never came on my motherfucking panel. Cause girl, I didn't know what was going on, child. I didn't know, child. You know, he just shaking his head like he's autistic. And y'all, God forgive me, cause you know, you know, y'all fuck it, y'all know how I am. I like to joke sometimes. Shit. Y'all know how I am. I just like to joke, you know. So, you know, I thought, you know, he was, you know, can hear, but he was autistic and couldn't talk. You know, what the fuck was going on? Like, what the fuck was going on? Like, I just couldn't. Brittany, I was thinking that too, Brittany. But one thing about Keys stand on business. That motherfucker ain't scared. But I think exactly what you said is absolutely right, Brittany. That's exactly what he was trying to do. I was over there last night for a minute. I saw that. You seen it too? Baby. I said, what is this autistic motherfucker doing over here? Bitch, you can't talk. Only you hear is the goddamn wind blowing. And you riding that little fucking cheap ass fucking motorcycle. Girl, child, baby. Baby. Y'all find that lady and let her know. She welcome to my panel. She said, you nappy head bitch. I don't even know what was her name, y'all. The only thing I know, she came on on Keys platform. Y'all, if y'all know her name, y'all see her again, tell her she always welcome over here because she funny as fuck. She said, you little nappy head bitch. He need to go get his goddamn hair done, and he need to go to a goddamn nutrition so they can give him a plan so he can get some nutrition in his body. Because that chest is just so little. Okay? And see, let me tell you something. You got 2 daughters, I think, right? You shouldn't be wanting to disrespect women like that. You got daughters coming up. Your daughter's not going to be little babies forever. You know? But maybe your baby mom is doing right from keeping her children away from your disability ass. Because I think you slow as shit. Okay? That lady went left. Yes, she did, honey. She said, you nappy head ass bitch. Open book, you know what? Oh, open books, I believe so. Oh, okay, she's talking to somebody else. I thought open book was Shelly Shell. What's going on, my love? Okay, y'all. Let's hop on this video and we coming back to it.
Meek's case. And the reason I'm doing this update is just from doing a little research. I see that Carlos Way, who is the baby daddy that is at the center of this tragic case, is doing some weird stuff on Facebook. He's posting videos, in my opinion, attempting to show Romika in an aggressive light. And it's really weird behavior, in my opinion, to be doing right after she unfortunately lost her life in such a tragic way. And it was partly your fault and the person that you brung into her life's fault. It was all of her fault. But it's giving that there is some reactive abuse that is going on here. And if you guys don't know what that is, we're going to talk a little bit about that in
Girl,
this
come
video.
through.
And also, I have some clips from other content creators.
Y'all, what the fuck did I say? What did I say? The react abuse. She gonna break it down for y'all what I already had told y'all.
That have given their opinion on what they think as far as this reactive abuse, because
Thank you,
clearly that
AB. That
is
was you.
what's
Thank you,
going
baby.
on
Love you,
here.
sis.
I don't know if y'all get on Facebook or not, but I do. And it's somebody uploading videos of Romika or whatever, and she's going at her baby dad, why you lied? She got a 2x4 in her hand, like all kind of things. And they're basically trying to paint the picture that she was the stalker, she was all of these things. But this is my whole thing. I have survived the narcissist, baby. That is reactive abuse. I told y'all last month, reactive abuse is when your abuser antagonizes you and keep going. And when you finally react, he pulls out a camera to record you. I also told you that it is a man that has a lot of video.
Y'all, what did she say? What did she say? Didn't I told y'all this in the beginning? I said this in the beginning, right, guys? Okay.
videos of me doing the same thing, and it all stemmed behind his actions. That is why he was mad once he couldn't get that reaction out of that lady no more. Once she stopped pulling up, once she stopped caring, once she stopped pouring her energy into him, that is when those videos would have been released. Because this is my thing, she would have been the one to unalive you. She would have been the one setting you up and being places that she know that you're going to be, and something tragic would have happened to you if that was the case. That is reactive abuse, and y'all need to learn how to identify it. I don't care what y'all say. It has been and will forever be R.I.P. Romika, and he needs to be under the jail right along with that other baby mama. Tell y'all what I just found out. The day that Romika was unalived, right? Tell me why while the grandma was at the hospital trying to check on Romika and how she was doing, the daddy, Carlos, was at the school trying to get the baby out of the school. And one of the witnesses had to go into the school and tell them, like, he just had something to do with the mom being unalive. So that resulted in CPS being called and them taking the baby, but ultimately the baby was given back to the grandma. They have a court case coming up October the 8th, to determine where the baby would stay and who he would go with and things of that nature. My whole thing is this: do you think that your baby would actually be comfortable with you knowing? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't seen or heard about you being a part of her demise. How sick in the head do you have to be to go and try to take that baby from around all of that love to have him around you, knowing the hate that you had in your heart for his other half? When I say men will play with you in life and death, because what you thinking now, you and Holly about to go off and raise little Los and y'all baby together, that'll never happen. That's sick. But I will be keeping y'all updated, and I'm still keeping the family in my prayers. But can y'all believe this man?
So, if you don't know about Romika, on the surface,
She on
Romika
point, ain't she,
Meeks
y'all?
looks like she was the aggressor in this story. But what if I told you that what we see isn't always
Thank you,
the full
Terry.
story? That sometimes the loudest, angriest reaction comes from years of being poked, prodded, and pushed to the edge. This is called reactive abuse.
Yo, didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all that? The girl was tired. She was fed up, y'all. She was fed up. And he had to keep videoing her, going live. He wanted to pair her out to be an evil monster. But she was only reacting from all her abuse that she adored from him over the years. Didn't I tell y'all this from the beginning? And I was so glad when I found this lady video today. I was so glad. I said, damn, this is exactly what I've been saying.
And Romika's case gives us a haunting look at how it can play out in real life. Reactive abuse happens when a victim of long term manipulation, gaslighting, or control finally explodes. The abuser provokes, instigates, and taunts until the victim lashes out. And suddenly, the narrative flips. Out comes the phone, here comes the recordings,
Woo,
and all you
woo,
see is that
woo.
person's reaction to the abuse. The abuser now gets to point the finger and say, see, look at how crazy and violent he or she is. Meanwhile, the years of provocation vanish from the spotlight. In Romika Meek's case, that cycle of being provocative and reaction was on full display. Friends, family, and even investigators described a relationship marked by tension, jealousy, and control. Behind closed doors, there were accusations, emotional manipulation, and patterns of behavior designed to wear her down. Romika's breaking point became the only moment people remembered, her reaction, but the context that led her here, almost invisible. This is the cruel genius of reactive abuse. It's the flip of the script. The abuser keeps their hands seemingly clean while the victim, now visibly emotional, looks unstable. Police reports, body cam footage, and even courtroom testimony often captures the victim mid explosion, screaming, crying, throwing things without showing the hours, months, or sometimes even years of needling that led to that moment.
Ooh,
For Romika, this wasn't just a fight, it was a psychological trap.
ooh,
Victims of
my
reactive
God,
abuse
my God, my
often
God.
internalize the shame of their reactions. They replay those explosive moments in their minds, thinking, maybe I really am the problem. But in reality, they were pushed
I
into
gotta fix
survival
this
mode.
man. Here's the lunch. And she put it on Facebook and she put the note in his lunchbox. So where people are saying that he dropped the baby out, that is not true. Um, Second of all, I want to say I want a full investigation of the situation. I don't want Holly to be able to get away with it because she went to school to be a criminal justice lawyer. So therefore, she knew how to do a paper trace.
Fact.
The alleged shooter, correct?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, Everyone wants to say that Romika harassed Holly. Romika never knew Holly. Holly introduced herself with Romika with a phone call saying, I left a robe in Carlos' closet
Yep.
from the
Yep.
beginning. She's always wanted to harass her. So they never had an altercation or physical altercation. It was always something that she would inbox Romika. Romika was fine, which anyone would respond of a situation that was going on. That it was a toxic situation.
Begging Auntie to be with me after he got a baby on the way. I would never be having matching t-shirts on with a nigga that got a baby on the way. I
Yes, you would, bitch. You mad because you couldn't have that matching t-shirt on. Okay? That's why you mad, bitch. Because you could not have that matching t-shirt on. And you know, she hated Holly, y'all. I mean, Ramika, y'all. Y'all, look at this bitch. Did y'all see when Ramika was pregnant with her baby? And you see this little thing here pregnant with her baby? Do you see she tried to put the same dress on a little bit like the one that Ramika had on? This girl was absolutely jealous. I don't give a damn what crybaby say, the cousins say. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This girl hated the ground this girl walked on. This girl was jealous. And everything this lady said in this video, I went through the same thing. That's why I know. And I definitely agree with your comment. Where did it go? Where did it go? Auntie Tracy, love you. I love you, baby. Um, Damn, somebody made a good comment a while ago. I just can't find it. It's the crazy thing is people sees no wrong in a narcissist until something really happens. Facts. Facts.
would never be trying to play family with a nigga that got a baby on the way.
Bitch, how you gonna say don't she can't you don't understand how she's trying to play family with another woman with a baby on the way. Bitch, she had him before you. You is an illiterate, slow bitch. Okay? She was with this man 10 fucking years. Are you serious?
I would never want to be with a nigga that burnt me while I was pregnant. I would never want to be a bitch like that. I would never be telling random people that my baby daddy burnt me. I would never.
I know you wouldn't, because he probably burnt you too. And how did you know that, Holly? Did Carlos tell you that? Because we know Carlos told you a lot of nasty, unspeakable things about Ramika. We know that because y'all lady had pillow talks about Ramika. That's how you know, right, Holly? Be honest.
Tell nobody no shit like that. I would never tell random people that my baby daddy cheated on me, our whole relationship, my whole pregnancy, that he cheated on me. I would never, you could never get me to tell no shit like that to no random people that I don't fucking know. I would never want to have a job to where I'm wiping old people ass.
I would never. But you went to school to be a lawyer, right? And she was going to school to be a what? A fucking nurse to help people that's sick. What was wrong with that? Okay, it's money in career in what she was going to school for. The same thing is a career for what you were going to school for. So what was the problem? What's the problem? Everybody has their own career that they want in life. So it's a problem? No, it's not a problem, Holly. You was jealous. And you wanted Carlos by yourself, right? Because you knew in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul, bitch, that your baby father still loved it, Ramika. And you could not take that shit no more. You could not tolerate and stomach that you knew that he still loved the Ramika. You know that. No matter how many fights they got into, I don't give a damn. Okay? You know it was something still there between him. Not her, but him. And you couldn't take that shit no more. And your rage was out of this world. It was out of this world. And the more he pillow talk with you, it was just sending you into more rage. Right, Holly?
And giving old people showers and feeding them and shit. I would never want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping.
How did you know her car was in the shop for 2 years and she couldn't get it out? Who told you that? Carlos? See, these are the things that his cousin need to talk about. His cousin need to come clean and say, how did Holly know all of Ramika business? That's what the cousin should have been talking about on the panel last night.
And I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done play in my face for damn near 10 years. I would never want to be.
So how do you know he played in her face for 10 years? That's what he told you? That he never loved her and he was playing with her for 10 years? You know, he told you that, right, Holly? We know he told you that, Holly, because you didn't know that. You wasn't around the whole 10 years that, when they was together. So how did you know that? Did Carlos told you he was cheating on? That's why he got all the other kids and all that shit? And she stayed around? But Holly, remember something. He was going to do you the same way, baby. Okay? You wasn't exempt. You was just a next victim, bitch. And you didn't know it. Okay? That's it.
Be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never.
Yeah, she's very slow.
I would never have a big ass birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car.
How did you know that, Holly? Did Carlos tell you that too, Holly? How did you know that? Because you know so much about this girl and you keep saying this girl was stalking you. But was you really stalking her too, Holly? If you claim she was stalking you? Okay? And y'all, a good question I need to ask y'all. Wonder when this TikTok right here was made. Was this TikTok made before she put the restraining order out on Mika or after Mika? And the only reason I'm asking y'all that, because this would be something good for the courts, for her family to take into the courts. Because the family can take this video and give it to an attorney. That's why the family needs an attorney. Because they can show the attorney this is what she was doing. Okay? Okay? Because this is picking at Ramika. Okay? This is what you're doing here. So I don't know when this video was made. But whenever it was made, the family needs to take this video and take it to the courts. Yeah, that's what they need to do. Because Holly ain't innocent. Holly is a killer. Okay? And Holly is never going to get her gun back, y'all. Never. It's over. She would never be able to carry again. Because Holly is a stone cold killer, and I'm not saying no fucking allegedly. Period. I'm not. That's what I look at Holly as.
I would never call a bitch friend phone.
As far as Carlos, he played a major part in this.
Who?
I remember multiple times of her calling saying, "Mama, I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't fight no more. I just want him to leave me alone." She had got her strength to walk away because I'm a mother and I'm a fighting mother. I've always raised my kids to, regardless of what situation, do not take the kid from their dad. But this is one situation I wish I wouldn't have told my baby that. So she could have just really walked away. Even if you had a order of protection on her, why didn't you call the police yourself then? Why didn't you get in your car and leave? You were in a place where you shouldn't have even been. The school is on 22nd. Why did you park there? Carlos stay on 20th. 21st, like close to 20th. You can park there. You can park there on the block before him. But anything else, I have not heard. No one that's reached out to me. No one that said anything to me. And I think it's unfair for no one not to talk to me, because I'm supposed to be able to get questions, answers, ask you questions and get answers. You know, everybody wants to keep saying, Holly, Holly, Holly. Holly, why would you call DCFS on Romika if Romika messing with you so much? Holly, you pick with my baby. You did this all the time to her.
Ms. McMillan, did Romika have restraining orders against Holly and Carlos?
I knew Carlos. I don't know about Holly.
Okay,
but I knew it was Carlos.
Exactly that one.
She had one against Carlos. Okay.
You know, because he kept harassing her. Her co-workers came to my house yesterday. And she literally said, I asked her, I said, did Carlos ever come up there and harass her on me? She said, all the time. This is what he was doing. He said she said Romika used to park her car 5 blocks away almost and walked to work so he wouldn't see her car there. Because she moved. She changed her number. She didn't want nothing else to do with it. So only way he knew to find her at was the school or
y'all. I told you.
The outburst is less about aggression and more about the.
I told y'all, right? That's what narcissists do. They got to have, they can't, if they get you out their life, if you walk away, right, completely from them and they have no more access to you, they're going to go nuts. So what he did, y'all, he let Mika use the address for the baby to go to school there so he would still have some type of access to Mika. Do y'all get it? That's what narcissist does. Even when it comes to a business and you married to a narcissist, right? They do that. They would say, okay, we're going to buy each other out on this business here, but this business here, we're going to keep together because they still got to keep you in their life. They don't want you completely out of their life. Okay? That's what they do. They do shit like that. So that's why he allowed Mika to use the address for the baby to go to school, because he know he can see Mika anytime he wanted to and start some shit with her. And again, she wasn't knowing what was going on, y'all. She didn't know she was dealing with a sick, narcissist, dangerous ass motherfucking man. She didn't know that. She didn't know that he was dealing with a dangerous individual with this woman that was plotting against to unalive her. She didn't know this. She didn't know none of this.
The human body just reaching its limit. Reactive abuse is rarely talked about, but it's very common in toxic relationships, especially those marked by narcissistic or controlling partners. It's weaponized to silence victims. Society, courts, even family members often side with the calm, composed abuser while labeling the victim as unstable or dangerous. Romika's case reminds us that before we judge the explosion, we need to ask who lit the fuse? So, when we look at Romika's case, not just as a defendant, but as a human being, we have to ask, was she reacting to years of quiet abuse that nobody saw? Reactive abuse teaches us a hard truth that sometimes the loudest crime scene isn't the first act of violence, but the last cry for help.
So I was the one that was yelling
Talk
out
to me.
to arrest her because no, everybody wasn't doing anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first, and I saw
Thank
them
you.
when they were fighting in the beginning, and I was like, "This is not right." He was slamming her with the door when she was standing in her door frame, not even close to the female on the other side. So she was literally standing on the other side of the road, and the her baby daddy was literally slamming the door on her back. So she went back into her car, came back out, and then this was when the baby daddy walked towards the other baby mama. After this happened, he grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Um, her arm was like literally almost getting free. With his arm around her neck. This time because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning, and she wiggled out. Um, After this happened, he had her in the like almost looking like a headlock to me on the side, and then the other baby mama stated, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch." And he stated, "Oh, she's gonna go get her gun. She's gonna go get her gun. Watch, watch." And after this happened, she ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went.
Did y'all hear where she grabbed the gun from? Did y'all hear where she grabbed the gun from? The passenger side of the car. Where the hell they get the hood of the car from?
Around, and when um the woman, the mother, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her, and she shot her in the face, on her side, and in her thigh. And I saw him like holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock, but after he was in shock, I guess he picked her up, and when she was falling, like a gush of blood fell, you know,
Mm-mm-mm.
like out of her body. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, I don't know, everybody else sees movies, you know what I mean, and they see put pressure on the wound. Why weren't you putting pressure on the wound? Why weren't you caring enough? This supposedly was your first baby mama, because when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming, and she was literally saying, she was like, I just dropped off my fucking baby. What? I just dropped off my fucking baby. Are you guys kidding me? As soon as I got off the 21 bus, and trust me, they got it. You know what I mean? Everything that I literally had to. I wasn't gonna let her die like that. I literally looked into her eyes. That hurt me. She says she dropped her baby off, and you go. You don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, arrest her. She needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking. There was another black female cop who came up, and a Mexican short cop, and I pointed out, I was like, the guns in her car, the guns in the car. Why wouldn't you give him the gun if supposedly this was, a self-defense? You know what I mean? If it was hey, here's the gun, this is what happened. It was no self-defense. I swear to you, it did not look like no self-defense. It looked like you shot her because you were just angry or something. You know what I mean? And to me, um, when she shot her, it wasn't it. The female that got shot, she wasn't with any gun. She didn't have no weapon, no knives, no nothing. So what was it that frightened you so much? You had to run around your car, go into your passenger seat or whatever the case is, and you reached in to get your gun and shoot this woman, you know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up and I guess they ended up parking. Why was her car parked on the sidewalk? Because I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle, and he had a black truck, I think. And literally, he came out of his truck looking like real, like he wasn't like on anything but being like mischievous, like nothing but like what was like he was planning something, you know what I mean? And I called the cops on the first time I called the cops, it was because he was attacking her, you know, and the other girl was just yelling at her and she was arguing back. So there was nothing going on for her to be like, oh, I'm gonna step back over here to go get my gun, you know. She was nowhere near her. But that's all I gotta say. And I know for a fact that she did get arrested, but he got let go. So hopefully, you know, for what I said and what I witnessed, I just don't want to be, you know, put on the stand or anything to say. I did put a statement in because I know it's necessary. You know, it was a ridiculous, you know, I'm a mom too. I wouldn't want my baby to hear like that, you know, and I wouldn't want me to be laying in the ground. She's a sister, you know, she's a mother, she's a daughter, she's somebody to everybody. She's a friend, you know, and that was bogus to just stand there and look at her like she was nothing, you know. To me, I was literally so mad. My boyfriend was also really mad. He was yelling at them. I don't know if you noticed. He was there too, and I was on the phone with him while this was happening. I would call back at him, and he was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Please hurry," and I even had him run that way. I was like, "You need to run that way to go see if he's okay. Go see if everything's okay. What's going on over there? What's going on? Is she laying in the go see if she's okay, you know?" And it's just senseless that I felt like I had to go send my boyfriend over there because he was just standing over her like, you know, like I don't know. But
Wow.
I'm so
There was no reason for Carlos Way and Holly Johnson to be in front of Romika's son's school that morning. If Holly Johnson had a restraining order on Romika Meeks, why was she in her presence? Why was she there? And they were there in two different vehicles. Why? If you're that afraid of a person, why are you in a place where you know she's going to be, her son's school? A lot of people think that this was set
Brittany
up.
crazy.
A lot of people are blaming the baby dad, Carlos Way, and they're saying that because she decided that she was done being triangulated with other women, other baby mamas,
Right.
that
That's
she
right.
was just sick and tired of the situation, that he couldn't take the ending of that relationship.
Exactly.
So what he did was he triangulated
Yep.
Holly and spewed venom into her to get her to the point where she did the ultimate.
That's right. You hear it here,
Y'all
didn't you?
hop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this situation. Do you think there will be charges? I'm hoping that the investigation will uncover everything that happened that fateful morning. At the very least, we need to get justice for Romika.
Now, y'all, this lady was on point. She said everything I had said in the beginning. The lady was on point. She was on point. Ramika got tired of Carlos shit. She got tired of him beating on her, hitting on her. And that's what made her aggressive the way she was. You know, we already know, you know, she probably, I don't think that Holly was an evil person the way they're trying to paint her out to be, meaning every time she sees somebody, she'll just look at him and want to fuck him up, punch him in the eyes and give him black eyes and all that. Hollywood, I don't look at Ramika to be like that. But do I look at her as being a fighter? Of course. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here like that. I have a daughter like that. She's a time ticking bomb. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Lord, she calmed down a lot now. You know what I'm saying? Because, her job titles, so she calmed down a lot, but she used to be like that. She even got aggressive one day with her daughter's grandmother and told her she'll put in a body bag. And I had to check my daughter and tell her, like, you can get locked up for that. Like, so my daughter was like that too. But that don't mean she gonna be like that her whole life, because she's not now. She's not. But she's just the type of person you're not gonna play with her, right? And that's how Ramika was, right? But like this lady just explained to y'all, and I had already explained, this is what narcissist does. They want to video you, take pictures, keep text messages. They want to do all of that to paint you out as the bad person. And that's what they did to Holly. I mean, to Ramika. Bring your punk ass to the front of the class and stop laughing in the bushes. Right, Brittany. Hey, Kimberly. It sounds like Ramika wasn't even having a conversation with her. Holly was there to attract Ramika, and Carlos were using her to make her jealous. Good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. But Holly was blind. She was blind. She didn't see this shit. She didn't see what Carlos was actually really doing. Carlos is the reason why right now that Holly is in the predicament she in today. Okay? And if Carlos think that he gonna go against Holly, Keys, it ain't gonna work, bro. I'm gonna tell you that now. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Cause baby, I don't know if you know about narcissists, baby, but I'm here to tell you about them. If you think that Carlos is gonna change up what he said, you got another thing coming. You got another thing coming. It ain't gonna happen. Because what's gonna happen? He's gonna tell everything. Everything. Yeah, he told me about his gun. He told me do this. He told me do that. He been telling me this. He been telling me that. She gonna sell Carlos stupid punk ass right out. Just like he is a punk. The cousin said he ain't about that life. You can tell his punk ass ain't. You can tell his punk ass is not about that life. Okay? I mean, what woman should be mad at a man cheating than the present starting coming for her? Right. Most small people are so agitated because they get picked on and bullied the most because of their size. So right. That's so true. That is so true. Yeah. Because she was small. Look like to me, maybe she could wear maybe about maybe like 150, y'all. I'll say maybe 150 the most. Holly still can't fuck with Ramika. Not even exactly. That girl's when I say I just watch her pictures sometimes, and I still do, y'all. I don't know why, y'all. Sometimes I just go watch her pictures. I just stare at her. She's so beautiful, and I love to see her dance. Sometimes I would just go on Facebook and just, see who posts something. I watch, the way she used to dance, like she's still here. You know what I'm saying? I look at her, that's how I visit her, like she's still here. She's having fun. She likes to dance and do her little videos and stuff. And I look at her as still being here. I just stare at her, y'all. I always do. Sometimes I go in a daze just staring at her. She was just full of life. She really was. She was full of life. But that nappy head motherfucker, you nappy head fucking disability, disrespectful bitch. And nappy head. Now, Uh, he said, wait, they said Keys Live, Holly family didn't even like Carlos. They said on Keys Live the Holly family didn't even like Carlos. Yes. Yes, they did. Mm-hmm. So ain't that tell you something? It got to be a reason why the family didn't like him. The family seen something in that narcissist that they didn't like. And they probably wanted Holly to stay away from him. Okay? But Holly probably was so obsessed with Ramika until she couldn't fucking help herself to stay away. Okay? So she had to come up with all these fake goddamn restraining orders and all this shit. That's why that punk Holly is in the situation she in. And I still don't feel sorry for her. Excuse me. Whether the family told her to stay away or not. I just don't feel sorry for her whatsoever at all. And if she go to jail, I'm still not going to feel sorry for her. Is where I say, oh my gosh, she got a baby. Because I do believe her baby going to be in good hands with the mother. Okay? I do believe the mother will take care of her baby. Okay? Let this bitch go to jail and get what she deserves. Okay? That's it. I made the entire live. Let me see. His name is Nappy. Yeah, Nappy Head. Yeah. Nappy Head. She said, you nappy head motherfucker. Y'all gotta find that lady and tell her to come over to my chat, honey. Because, baby, she is always welcome here. Okay? Because, baby, when she said that I like to felt under the bed last night, honey, I was in the bed, baby. And, baby, I had the phone laying down, right? And when I heard her say that, y'all, I looked up at the phone because I was trying to look for her name, but I couldn't see her name before the screen. I was like, oh my God. She said, you nappy-headed bitch. She said, you disrespectful. And I talked to your baby mama. And then, nappy head. Where you at, nappy head? Because you in everybody's bushes over here that's covering this story. So I know you in my bushes. But you ain't coming up on my motherfucking panel because I don't fuck with niggas. I don't like men on my panel. Only men come up here is men that I already know. Okay? Other than that, I don't let men on my panel. I only let women on my panel. Now, that's it. Street niggas, nah, I don't get down like that. I don't want you to make my panel, it's a bad impression. You know what I mean? So I don't want you over here. Okay? And you ain't getting your fucking views up off of me, you nappy-headed motherfucker. But what I want you to do, nappy head, I need you to put that video out by Sunday that you say that you seen Ramika going to the back of that car door towards that baby. I need you to put that out. Do you hear me, nappy head? Because I know you're somewhere listening, nappy head. Okay? I need you to put that video out. Because I'm calling your bluff on this, nappy head, because I know it's not true. Because I know if it was true, you would have put it out. Now, nappy head, let me tell you this. If you do put it out, nappy head, I'll come back and I apologize to you. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about me, I don't mind apologizing for anything, that I made a mistake on. Because I can take full accountability. Okay? And if that's the case, nappy head, why didn't you tell Carlos to get that to the police? Why? Why, nappy head? Nappy head. See, you can come in the chat. Come on in the chat, nappy head. I believe there is another video. Oh, you believe that, open book? Well, he better put it out there. Now, and let me ask you this, open book. You say you believe it? What type of video you think it is? And why do you think they hiding it? This hurts my niece and her 2-year-old was chased in front of a truck on feet. Both died. The boyfriend had a gun. Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my God, sis. I am so sorry to hear that. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. So wait, y'all believe him? Y'all believe it is a video of of Ramika going to the back of the car? Y'all believe that? Now, I gotta use Gigi word. Now, whoever in this chat believe that, put a 1 in the chat. Oh, you don't believe it? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, baby. I'm glad you don't believe it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, sis. Damn. Because I'm just trying to figure out, like, if it is another video, why haven't he took it to the police? And listen, Nappyhead don't know that he's tampering with all type of evidence. You sending evidence to everybody. You posting evidence all over social media. Do you know you really incriminating yourself by doing this type of shit? And then you talking about something people can get it, they pay you for it? Like, nigga, you definitely is slow. I didn't know what fucking school you went to. Hold on, y'all. Let me text my daughter back. Okay. Like, where you from? I mean, we know you from Chicago, but what school did you go to? Because you too damn slow for me, boy. You is too damn slow for me. Okay, you just too slow. I mean, you fucking with evidence like that, sending shit all around and all this shit. Like, that's crazy. There's no way I'm gonna tell somebody you can pay me and get the video. And another thing, y'all. Carlos, say what you want to say. He did not try to help his baby mother. He was petting on her like she was asleep and waking her up for work. Or he was petting her like her cell phone was ringing. Babe, get your cell phone. Somebody called your cell phone. That was love? That was love? And then you lied about what block that they was on? You lied about that? His name is Dust Mop. Dust Mop. He sure be making up shit with his ashy lips. Yes. I'm telling you, he's a sick motherfucker too. He's sick. That boy is sick. And I don't know. I couldn't have him on my panel. Because the way Keys be giving him grace, I couldn't give him grace. Because my tolerance would not take him. I would explode on him real fast. I would. My tolerance couldn't take him. He below the barrel. He childish as fuck. Okay? I'm sorry that baby mama even fuck with your dumb ass. She probably didn't know you were slow until after the relationship was over. Then she probably figured out that you were slow. Okay? Because you definitely slow. He's nasty and so disrespectful. Yes, I couldn't be on that panel with him. Exactly. I just said that. I could never see. I don't like going on men panels neither. Like, me as a female, I just got boundaries I set for myself. I don't like going on a man's panel. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I don't know them like that. You know what I'm saying? And all depends on what the topic is about. You know what I'm saying? And I don't let men on my panel unless I really truly know them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we don't have a conversation on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I know you respectful. Other than that, just bringing you up, nah. Because you would not disrespect me. I believe he's a crackhead. Probably is. Crackhead down low. Oh, God, yes. She said a dust mop. Why did Carlos go home and change his clothes? CPS should have took Carlos in for questioning. Oh, well, they probably is questioning him now. That's why he can't see that baby. And then the funny thing, you know, she didn't want the ambulance to check her out. She didn't want to check the baby out. Like, I found all that kind of strange. Like, this girl ain't right. She's not right. I wasn't talking about keys. Oh, yeah. I know. They were saying that because why she got liquid on her hands and they was far away. How far was Ramika and the girl when she fired the shots? Because it wasn't a fight. That's what everybody's saying now. It was not a fight. That's what people saying now. Because I was, just thinking that. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to piece it together like what really happened. But people saying that ain't no fight. No fight. Hey, Dreamy Girl. Was they under the influence of some type of drugs? I don't know. Shit, we wouldn't know now because they let them walk off. Dusty ass looked like he don't even wash his face or his ass. Or his ass. And if I was that family, I wouldn't talk to Carlos' family, none of them. If that shit would have happened to somebody in my family, nah, I wouldn't talk to none of y'all motherfuckers because all y'all would be a suspect at this point for me. Because I know that's y'all family. Y'all gonna take up for y'all family and all of that. Because all that shit he was saying, that was gaslighting. He definitely was gaslighting on that panel last night. He want Keys to be on Carlos' side. That's exactly what he wants. That's what I got from that last night. That's what he wants. And like that lady just said in that video, Ramika reacted from the long-term abuse. She got tired of being abused by him, cheated on, lied to. Okay? That's why she constantly was reacting the way she was reacting. And I said that. I told y'all that. Hey, Royal D. Hey, baby. I seen you in the chat last night, girl, speaking to me. Girl, I ain't have my goddamn glasses on. I couldn't even see what your name looked like because your writing was so little. I said, Lord Jesus. I don't want her to think I was ignoring her. Oh, Lord. Listen, for now, when you speak to me, let me say, I'm going to give you a name so you'll know. I'm going to give you, because Lord, honey, it was so little. I said, Lord, I don't want her to think I'm trying to ignore, but baby, I couldn't even read the name, girl. The chat was going crazy. The panel was going crazy. My eyes couldn't see your name. Nappy head up there was going crazy. And it was just so much last night. I just couldn't get it right. Oh, I couldn't get it right to save my life. Nappy head knew he was trying to gaslight even the cousin. And then the cousin gonna say that Nappy head didn't know him. And then Nappy head gonna say he didn't know the cousin. And then Nappy head got dropped down. Then Nappy head came back up there and said, oh yeah, I know him. I know him. He used to have dreads. Nappy head was all over the place last night. Okay, April. Okay, baby. April. Baby, I ain't have my glasses on, girl. It was just too much, honey. Oh, Lord. Mm-mm. Ooh, baby, was so much last night in that chat. I said, Cheese, don't let them blackmail you, Cheese. You know, I mean, Keys, because they just want Keys to be on Carlos' side and be against Ramika. But see, Keys is not like that. You know, he's for the truth. That's all he wants is the truth. You know. Now, let me say this. I can never tell nobody what to do and how to do it. Everybody have their own differences how they do shit. Now, if I was Keys, would I talk to Carlos? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I talk to him because he ain't gonna get the truth out. Okay, he ain't gonna get the truth out. Even though we know that Keys is good when it comes to getting you right. He knows when you're lying. He'll put you in your place. We know that. But a narcissist like him, nah. Because he ain't gonna do no blame everything on Ramika. That's all he gonna do. You see what the cousin did last night? The cousin was trying to make her look bad too. All that she did was fight all the time. Everybody known that. Everybody know how she was. Look when she went over there and bust out his windows. Okay, but that was her car though, right? From what I heard, that was her car. She bust out the windows to her car. Did you say that? And then again, they will make you do shit like that to them. They'll make you bleach their clothes up, do all type of shit to them. Because the way they treat you. They treat you like a dog. That's what they do to you. No one want to be treated like that. And Holly, you just destroyed your own life for a man that don't give a damn about you neither. And maybe your family seen something in Carlos that was not right. That's why your family did not like him. It's a reason. And your family may know that you have started to change when you met Carlos. Because family knows that. Especially your parents. They know when you don't change yourself for a man. Whether it's good or it's bad. A mother knows that. Okay? And I think your mother knew it was not for good. It was in the wrong way. And your mom did not like it. And I don't know what Dust Mop doing. Dust Mop dropped that video. Nappy head Dust Mop. The puzzle will come together. You better say it. Yes, I will. I will definitely keep her name alive. Because I know the day the family supposed to march for her today. I do know that. I don't know what time, but I did see it on Facebook last night when Keys was live that everybody's supposed to come out and wear pink and white today. And they is going to march for her. And I think they're supposed to have signs and stuff today. So I did see that. I think somebody in the family posted it on Facebook. And I seen it. Yeah, everything will come together. The cousin said Ramika left Lil Los in the doorstep and left trying to make one. Yeah, I heard that. I heard him say that. I did hear him say that. I sure did. And that's what they're trying to do. Make Ramika look bad. Nothing this girl is doing. You know what I'm saying? To make her, like they painted her out to be vicious, y'all. They painted her out to be y'all know how pit bulls is, right? Y'all know them kind of dogs, right? I don't like pit bulls, but y'all know how vicious pit bulls can be, right? That's how they painted Ramika to be. They painted her to be that. That's how they paint her. Thank you for the coffee, baby. Appreciate you. Anybody like to donate a coffee to my channel? You can click the link as my mom put it in the chat. I told y'all before, that's the only way that my channel can get support. And you just click on it. You can buy how many coffees you want, 1, 2, whatever. You know, how many you choose to, what you can afford to donate to the channel. I don't believe he did anything like that. I don't believe she did. Me neither. I don't believe that neither. They trying to paint her out to be the bad person. That's what they're doing. And you know, it's sad because Carlos, you can tell he let everybody dog his baby mother out. Y'all can tell that, right? You can tell that. He let the cousin, nappy head. Yeah, he don't care. Now, if all these content creators that's covering this case, if they was on Holly's side, oh my God, y'all, he would love it. He would love it, y'all. He would love it. Yeah. Carlos would love it. You know, because his cousin said he ain't street. You know, he ain't from the streets. You know, he never been in no shootout or nothing like that. But you can't tell he haven't. Because it seems like to me they mastermind this shit. Good. What the fuck? They went to the library and got some books and shit and sitting and read up on this shit. How they were going to plan this shit out and do it. Make it stage. Just saying. Yes, narcissist does. Yes. Miss D, did you hear the cousin say that Remika and Holly has friends in the same circle? Yes, I did. And I don't even know if I believe that or not. Because they lie so much, I didn't know what to believe. What do y'all believe? Do y'all believe that? I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. And I don't know if I believe it because the cousin was a damn big gaslighter. She said, no, she don't believe it. But guess what, sis? Whatever you say, I'm with you. Yeah. And I want, y'all is right. How would they have the same friends in the same circle? And Holly is not even from Chicago. She's not even from Chicago. They don't even live in the same state. So how will they have the same friends? That's a good question there. I'm telling you, that man was gaslighting them. Yeah, people love mess. Yes, Lisa. Yes. Because they lying. Yep. Yep. Because I did think about that last night. I'm like, damn, well, how can they have the same friends and they don't even live in the same town? Like, did somebody say that Holly lives somewhere else? So how can they have the same friends? And especially if Remika never been to that state. She don't know nobody in that state. Holly don't know nobody in Chicago like that. So I didn't buy that. No. Yes, they are. You got that right. Evil people is great at being evil. Girl, you better say it again, sister girl. Because you ain't never... You ain't lying, girl. That nappy head motherfucker. Where you at, nappy head? Thanks for the coffee, sis. I appreciate you. Love you. Oh, and y'all, let me tell you this. Sometimes, y'all, when y'all send coffees, I would say thank you, because some people does use their real names. And over here, y'all, I try to respect people's privacy. So sometimes I won't say names, but I will say thank you for everybody that sent them. And you know who you are, because I respect people privacy when it comes to their real names. Um, let me see. Remember, dude said the public figure. Who said that? She got blood on her hand. Ooh, a lot. A lot. Y'all, how much time do y'all want Harley to get? If Harley get convicted, y'all, how much time do y'all think? What do y'all like Harley to get? Do you all think was Carlos on the motorcycle? No, I don't think that was Carlos. I don't know, Lisa. Lisa, I don't know. It could have been. We don't know. It could have been. What y'all think? I don't know. Okay, she said, oh, they said life. Okay, fucking life. Well, I wouldn't feel sorry for her she get it, y'all, because again, like I said before, I have to feel that way because Lil Lopes won't never see his mom again, y'all. Never. The only thing he can do is go and sit at the gravesite and talk to his mother. That's it. But hug his mother, kiss his mother, see his mother, he will never, ever be able to get that again. You know? So that's why I said, if she get it, I would never feel sorry for her. Her mom would take care of the baby. Oh, the friend. Okay, got you. Do y'all think that was a troll? It could have been a troll. Because when Keys asked him, do he know Carlos? Are you Carlos' friend? He shook his head, yeah. Did y'all see that? I like to holler, y'all. I'll say, look at this motorcycle gangster. I don't know, y'all. Oh my God. I love y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all is so goddamn funny. I say, look at that motorcycle fucking gangster. Right? Or do you think he just did that, y'all, because he lives in Chicago, right? And he is following the story and he just trying to be a troll. You know what I'm saying? She said natural life. Okay. Okay. Hey, I ain't mad at y'all opinion. Yes, because he did that with no emotions. Yeah. Yeah. He did. He definitely did. Like, I don't know if all, because I had got sent the video yesterday with her laying on the ground in a pool of blood. Oh my God, it broke my heart, man. And I just could not believe, like he was touching her like she was asleep. Like, get up, babe, you late for work. Get up, babe, your phone ringing. Like, you ain't try to do shit. And your cousin didn't see nothing wrong with this. And Nappy Head didn't see nothing wrong with this neither. Nappy Head, where you at? 50 years, right? Yo, yeah, Miss Jones, 50 years, they ain't nothing but life. Period. Point blank. That's life. Mm-hmm. Let her rot and everything in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like you ain't even try to see if anybody had a towel to turn her over, you know, because when he shot her in the mouth, yeah, her mouth was full of blood. Like you ain't even trying to turn her over, you know what I'm saying, so the blood can come out of the mouth. Because y'all, she probably was swallowing, choking on her own blood. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wonder what kind of rounds that Holly had in that pow, because she fought a first round and missed after her, and they will say she was able to fight the second round in her defense. Well, they said she fought 3, right? Right, y'all? How many rounds did she fight? 3, and then the gun jam? Because she shot her 3 times, right? The leg, and wait, I think the leg, and then they said something about the side, and then her face. Was that 3 rounds, y'all? And they said the 4th time it jammed. Carlos is watching. That narcissist want to know what's being said about him. Well, he better come on over here, because I'm saying everything about his no good, uneducated, and his cousin gonna talk about something. He ain't gangster. Bitch, you gangster when he did what he did. He was gangster. When he sit there and plotted to unalive his baby mother with his other baby mother, motherfucker, he became gangster then. Huh, he gangster lean. Okay? Yeah. Shit. Your punk ass cousin, you talking about something, he ain't gangster. That punk bitch was gangster. The fuck out of here. Yes, you right, D. Yeah. Mother sucker. Good, cause you good, cause you Carlos, good, cause Carlos is going to jail. Yeah. Shit. Carlos ain't trying to save that lady. He ain't having nowhere in his heart to save that woman. At all. At all. Did the cousin speak on that? See, some of them should have been asking the cousins some of these questions. Why didn't Carlos help his baby mama out? You got on the phone and act like you was talking to the motherfucking police. You was talking to the air, bitch. And then you was telling the air that you was somewhere that you was not there. That's what you was telling the air. Because you weren't talking to nobody. Okay? Because we know you a gaslighter. All right? And then the cousin said, well, yeah, we ain't gonna say where he live at. Motherfucker, everybody know where the fuck he live. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret. And the cousin felt stupid when Keys told him it did not happen by Carlos' house. And see, let me tell y'all, this is where the jury might fuck Holly punk ass at. Because everybody kept saying she was by Carlos' house. That was not by Carlos' house. When you say something about somebody's house, that means it's in front, across the street, or next door. Or either in the driveway or the backyard. That's by somebody's house. Down the street, where that lady got murdered at, because that's what I'm going to say, cold blood, that was not by Carlos' house. The cousin need to stop capping. Stop capping. Why would Carlos take his shirt off? Exactly, and apply pressure. Thank you, sis. Thank you. He wasn't trying to help her. Period. Listen, man, I can see my worst enemy outside like that. I will help him. And that's facts. And that's on my mother. And my mother is home resting with the Lord. I don't want to see nobody go out that way. Nobody. Yes, he could have took his shirt off. And it seems to me, y'all, that she was still alive on that scene. Did y'all see? Let me ask y'all a question. It said to me she was moving her arm like she was trying to. I don't know if she was trying to get up or what the situation was, but it did seem like that arm moved. Did anyone of y'all see anything like that? That's why Carlos gave his address. Yes, because he wanted people to think that it happened in front of his god dog on me, house, and he know it didn't. That means when somebody say, when the cops say, where you at? In front of your house, what's the address? In front of your house mean in front of your house, or either on you're going to say the side of your house, the backyard of your house, or the driveway of your house, or across the street from your house. That didn't happen in neither one of them spots. I believe she was still alive. I do too. I do too, Lisa. Yes. Yes. I believe that. I thought her arm moved too. Me too. I really did. I really, really did, y'all. I really did. I couldn't look at it no more. Yes, it was. Oh, it was open book. Okay, baby. Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy. Y'all know sometimes my eyes ain't good now. Okay, don't y'all laugh at me. Oh, she was moving her legs too. Okay. Wow. Wow. And he sat there and let her pass away like that. Damn, that's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. I'm glad that Open Book pulled up the house, and all of that. And I'm glad Keys pulled it up, because I don't know how to do stuff like that, y'all. They good with that. I'm glad that they pulled it up. And they showed where the school was at, the house, and all of that, the coffee shop. And they showed where she was at with, I think, the 2 black cars last night or something like that. Like, that was nowhere near his house. Like, nowhere near his house. Nowhere. It was like she was reaching for him. That's what I was thinking too, sis. I was thinking that. But leave it to them evil people in the chat last night over there, some of them. They didn't think what we thought. Guess why, y'all? Because they're evil. They're evil, y'all. But I know I wasn't crazy. I'm like, damn, this girl is really reaching for him. She was moving and wiggling by her shirt like a puppy. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And the cousin didn't see nothing wrong with that. He didn't see nothing wrong with that. I would have dropped that motherfucker. He wouldn't even stayed on my panel long last night. Because I'm not with you, your cousin, none of y'all. I ain't with that. No. And I'm not doing this because she's a female. I'm doing this for anybody. If it was a guy laying out there and I felt he was wrongly shot, I'll do the same thing for him too. Okay? The same thing. But you talking about your cousin ain't gangster. He never been in a shootout. Well, motherfucker, he was gangster. Because he set this shit up in motion. He put this shit in motion. And I'm not going to say allegedly. I'm going to say he did. He put it in motion. Shit. The fuck? Hell no, I don't want to see that. Hey, Miss Joy. Miss Joy, where the hell you been? Yo, Miss Joy be funny as hell. She said, Lord, I hope, y'all, Miss Joy said that she hope Carlos don't send ice after the lady that did the interview. Lord, Miss Joy is funny. Lord have mercy. I couldn't help from laughing. She said, I'm telling you, he might send ice after that lady. Lord have mercy. Y'all don't know. Y'all be making me so fucking tired. Like, oh my God. I was dying laughing when she said it. I was like, Miss Joy, you think so? She was like, yeah, I'm telling you. I was like, okay. I wouldn't be surprised because evil people do anything though. I'm serious. I know you're serious, Miss Joy. She said, okay. She said, real talk though. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, because evil people, you can't put nothing past them, y'all. They're evil. Especially when they come. Hey, lovely, what's going on, boo? You just coming in? Oh, you been in the chat and I miss you. Yeah, evil people, narcissist people, they would do definitely anything. So I definitely will agree with y'all. But y'all, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think once the grand jury take over the case, D, read my comment. Okay, open book. Hold on. Let me go back and find it. D, her mom said that Carlos was off 21 and State Street. And notice Carlos said the same on the video to make it look like this his place. I peeped that. Oh, got you, open book. Mm-hmm. And the mom did say that. And the mom just said that right here in this video right here. She just said that. You're absolutely right, open book. And the mom said in another video too. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why the cousin keeps saying that was Carlos' house. Evil has no limit. You better say it. You better say it. Even with his life, he will get to see his son. Right. Absolutely. The more lies, the truth shines. Amen. Huh. Amen on that one. That's why I say, Keys, we know you smart. Y'all don't get mad. I'm getting the benefit of the doubt. Because I do believe Keys ain't stupid. I believe he's an intelligent young man. And I believe Keys is seeing right through this motherfucking shit because he ain't got no ties in it. Okay? Keys up here, making his money, doing his thing. And this is his job. This is what he do to support his family. You feel me? So, hey, it is what it is. That's why Keys not putting no emotions in it like that. Because this is a job for him, right? But he care about what happened. I do believe he cares about what happened. And I believe he wants nothing but the truth. And that's what we're here for. You understand what I'm saying? He should never stood there over Ramika's body. Once the cops showed up, they should have had removed Carlos out the way. Yeah, that's strange too. Because here, when it's a homicide like that, baby, they don't play. Baby, they come guns drawn, every motherfucking thing. Move back, get back. Flashlights out, everything. Yellow tape going up, hell detectives coming. Yo, shit coming from all angle here. Like they don't play. They shut shit down. They shut it down. I'm telling you. No lie. They do not play that shit. So do I know that wait a minute. So do I now know that I thought about it? Keys know that what he is doing. I believe that. We all want the truth. Absolutely. Carlos, Holly will get their karma. Absolutely. Keys remind me of Jaffe D. Oh, yes. Yes. You know what, open book? That's who we should have reached out to. Jaffe. Jaffe would have covered this story. Yes. We should have reached out to Jaffe. I wasn't even thinking about my boy. Yes. Yeah, it's a lot, I mean, we still can reach out to him, open book, and let him come on our panel. You know what I'm saying? And say how he feel about it. Yeah, Keys do remind me of Jaffe. Jaffe, he never was biased. Like, he just like that. Let me see. The max sentence, life. Life for Holly, punk ass. The way they handled the scene was like some, yes! Mama Dukes. I never in my life seen a crime scene like that. Mama Dukes. I never seen a crime scene like that, not even in a fucking movie. Not even in a movie. I never seen. I thought that shit was some cartoon character shit. I never seen no shit like that. Like, literally, never. I told you here. They shut shit down. And when they say back up, bitch, they mean back up. If you don't, you start going in custody. They'll even bring the van for your motherfucking ass. Bitch, when they say back up, back up. Okay? They get hell detectives on the scene. They start getting them notebooks out, talking. Huh? What? Going door to door, seeing who got cameras. Yo, they do all that shit here. They don't play. They don't play. When it comes to a homicide here, they don't play. It was insane. Yes. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. That was the first time. That was some bogus shit. Carlo was acting like he was a movie. Yes. Yes. That was a Tubi movie going on. Lante, girl. Say it again. Say it again. I was like, God damn, what is going on here? Ain't no way the detectives here would let Carlos walk away with bloody clothes. Ain't no way Ramika would have got away. See, let me tell you something. I mean, Holly would have stayed in jail here until they ran the gun. She would have never got the gun back until after everything was done. It all depends on what they want to do with her. They would have made sure that it was self-defense, and they would have kept her in jail until they see what the DA wanted to do. Right? And I can guarantee you here, the DA would have said, let's take on this case. We got to investigate this case. Let's take this case over. And she would have stayed in jail for a while. She would have stayed in jail for a while. Maybe she probably would have stayed in jail here for at least 2 court dates, and then they probably released on her own recognizance. You know what I'm saying? But she wouldn't have got that gun back. But they definitely would have started charges right away, immediately. Carlos, he was going to be on the first. You think he wanted to be on the first 48 hours? You lordy. It wasn't no self-defense. No, it wasn't. No, I just can't see it, y'all. I just feel I'm keep saying it was a setup. And especially with more and more evidence coming out, like, you know, evidence out now that it was not in front of his house. You know what I'm saying? And then the things that people saying Ramika said, I just dropped my son off. Is y'all fucking serious? And then this other woman over here, she told me something, the gun was on the roof. She went to the car towards the back where her son was at, or the daughter, whoever the fuck she is. Then Nappy Head is saying it now. And Nappy Head only saying that she went to the car door because Casper is saying it. Because I never heard that until Casper said that. Narcissist injuries running side at Ramika. Holly got inside to help. I believe hopefully will bring the pressure to overcome that. Yep, she walked away from the fights and came back with her pow. Mm-hmm. Mm. Why did she get the? Why did she leave? Why did? Why did she get their baby to the daddy? I don't know. What's up, Ebony? I bet the people are sitting back watching the people. Oh yeah, you know they doing that. You know they're gonna do that. They all doing it. Anybody that's covering their story, they're watching them and see what their motives is, and yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I don't care if they watch me. That's good. They can watch me all they want to. Like I said, I wouldn't take nobody in that family on my panel. Nobody. I mean, Ramika family, I would, but Carlos family, no. I won't take none of them on my panel. I don't want to hear none of their stories. Fuck them and their stories, because their stories mean nothing. I don't even like their stories. Mm-mm. I don't want to hear their stories. Their stories sound fake, unbelievable. They're trying to make Carlos look good. They don't want nobody to slander Carlos' name. Because that's basically what the cousin was trying to say last night. Like, y'all making my cousin look bad out here on these YouTube streets. Fuck your cousin. That punk ass motherfucker. A low life son of a bitch. Who gives a fuck about your goddamn cousin? What he should have been doing is taking care of all his motherfucking kids, and he wouldn't have had time for no motherfucking woman. That's what the fuck he should have been doing. And he should have had a job so they're going out here cashing in people checks that don't belong to his punk ass. Shit. The fuck? Nobody gives a fuck about his low-lighted ass. Shit. Your other baby mamas probably didn't want your ass. You probably tried to beat them or beat them. Okay? Cause that beating shit that you was doing to Ramika, that ain't just started with Ramika. You been doing that shit. You been doing that shit. You probably was beating on your goddamn mama. Or your damn daddy was beating the fuck out your goddamn mama and you seen it and you took your goddamn daddy behavior because you couldn't help yourself. Your whole fucking family of y'all men probably abusers, manipulators, gaslighters. Your whole family is probably narcissistic. Okay? Because your cousin up there had traits just like you. Just like you. Mm-hmm. Shit. Motherfucker, you should have been out here working instead of going out here cashing people's checks. Ain't yours, motherfucker. And trying to take care of yourself. Shit. You should have been out here working to take care of all them goddamn kids. You had a lot of goddamn kids, motherfucker. Shit. The fuck? Hey, Miss Hill. The fuck is going on? Oh, he shot 3 rounds. Okay. Okay, so it was 3 rounds that she shot, and the 4th time it jammed. Because y'all know that Keys said she had a cheap gun. I mean, Keys. I don't know why I keep calling him Cheese. He said she had a cheap gun. So he said the gun jammed on the 4th round. And you tell me that was self-defense? A dead person know that wasn't self-defense. God damn it, they ain't even here no more. Shit. The fuck? Which one came first? The pow, the side, the leg. Well, from what I heard, they shot her in the leg first. I think that's what I heard the mama say. You had already shot her in the leg, and I think a couple of the family members said that they shot her in the leg first. That's why the mother was angry. She said, "You shot her already in the leg. Why did you have to shoot her in the face? What more can she do to you? You had already shot her in the leg." And that's when somebody asked the cousin, the punk ass cousin, that last night, and he had said something about, well, she could still get up and do something. Some shit he said like that. Motherfuckers, you serious? If you shoot somebody in the leg, motherfucker, they down. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. Once you shoot somebody in the leg, they can't do nothing. If you shoot somebody in the leg and you keep shooting them, that's premeditated murder. You want to kill them. Because once you shoot them in the leg, baby, they down already. So the cousin was talking straight bullshit. Yeah, she shot her 3 times. Mm-hmm. Yep. Shit, you already shot in the leg. What more you want to do to the girl? You could have got, after you shot in the leg, took your gun, got in the car, called the police, and let that been that. But no, you wanted more. You wanted to take her life. You wasn't finished until you took her life. And I hope they see through this. Mm-hmm. I hope they see this. And I hope they charge you for it. I want you to go to jail, Holly. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, Holly. And you know, I never said this about anyone, you know, not unless you are a criminal. And Holly, you is one. You're definitely a criminal, Holly. And you need to go where you deserve to be. And she was moving. Yeah. Yeah. You already shot the girl in the leg. You shot in the leg. You shot her in the leg. And see, that's why Carlos little punk ass moved. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want Holly to shoot him. You know, so he moved. He had to dodge that bullet. They had all this plan. All this plan. See, they can dog Ramika out, say what they want to say about that girl. God rest her soul in peace. Because she's not here to defend herself. She can't talk. She's the key witness to all of this, but she's not here. So now it's left for her family, the community, people around the world, and the police department to try to get justice to see what went wrong in this case. Who was right and who was wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What a shame. What a shame. He wanted her dead. Sure did. Yes, he did. Oh, one of them struck her on the chin. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe that's why she was bleeding from the mouth. Hey, Auntie Wanda. I love you, Auntie. We need to hear more on why Holly called CPS. Yes! Because I heard the mama say that. I heard the mama say, ask Holly why did she call CPS on Holly? Why ask Holly why she called CPS on my daughter? Yes, she did. The mama said that. Yes, she did. So these people trying to act like Holly. Listen, first of all, ain't nobody perfect. Okay? Nobody. I don't give a fuck what situation, how it happened, how it play out. Okay? So I don't know why they're trying to sit here and paint Holly is so fucking perfect. Like Holly never did anything to Ramika. Like, come on. You called the girl and told the girl that I left my robe in your boyfriend closet. Wow. Wow. That's something her mother can use in court too. Even though, you know, she don't have no proof now. I don't know. You know, damn, I wish that family could have been keeping shit, man. Damn. I wish I would have known them. God damn it, girl. Ooh. That's the coffee link, y'all, if anybody want to donate. I wish I'd have known that family, baby, because, baby, I would have had them rolling, honey. I would have told them everything what to do. I'm telling you. I would have told them everything what to do. I would have told them when to text Carlos punk ass back, when not to text him back. I would have told him what to say, what not to say. This is your evidence. I know how to fuck with a narcissist, y'all. I had one for 10 years. I know how to play with them bitches. I know how to play with them. Carlos couldn't have done me like that. Because I know him too good. I know him. See, why he think he was doing something and recording me and all that? Motherfucker, I'd have been had you, motherfucker. I'd have been had evidence on your punk ass. Okay? See, again, Ramika just didn't know what she was dealing with, y'all. Poor thing. Poor thing, y'all. She just kept acting out of anger, y'all. She couldn't help it, y'all. She couldn't help it. She couldn't help it, y'all. Don't look at it wrong, y'all. She couldn't help it. The girl was hurting. She was tired. You know, her body went through so much. You know, when you keep getting beat on and beat on and beat on by a man, your body just get tired, get wore out. Your brain get tired. You can't think straight, especially when you're dealing with a narcissist. Because you know what they do? They drain your fucking blood. They suck all the blood out of you. You be so motherfucking weak. You can't even think right. You can't even fucking work right. You can't even take care of your kids because the only thing they do is stay around you and just suck all your fucking energy. And that's exactly what he was doing with Ramika. God saw it. We understand. Yes. Yes. They suck everything from you. They leave you with nothing. Nothing. I'm telling you. They leave you with nothing. It's like when you get finished with them, your insides, you empty. You are empty. Because that's how I was. I was empty, y'all. I was confused because they love to confuse you. I was confused, y'all. I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know what to say. Y'all, only thing I used to do is cry every day. I was so confused. I just started blaming myself for stuff. And that's what the lady said in the video. Y'all remember the video I showed y'all today? Exactly, Miss D. Why did she called and told, what did she call and told Ramika about about the road? Exactly. Because she wanted Ebony, she wanted Ramika to know, I'm with your man. I'm fucking your man. Yeah, that's what she did. You telling nothing but the truth. Thank you, Auntie. They suck everything. Girl, they leave you with nothing. Girl, you be so empty, honey. Listen, let me tell you something. A narcissist will fuck you up so bad, sometimes you'll want to commit suicide. Okay? That was me. Right? That was me. Because sometimes your mind is so weak that you can't handle it. You can't. Some people can handle this, but still go to therapy and get help. Some people can't handle it, and they would take their life. So it all depends on the person. Yes, they will commit suicide. Some people will do that. This is what a baby dealing with a narcissist is deep. I'm telling you, it's deep. I promise you, it's deep. It's deep. You got to be a strong baby. See, you may be strong when you come in a relationship with a narcissist, but I promise you, not 100, but I promise you 1,000. When you finish with them, you will be weak. You're not going to come out of it the way you came in it. Okay? You're not. It's not going to happen. You're going to think of vampires. That's what they are. They're vampires. Right? They're going to just suck all your blood. You're going to have to go to the goddamn hospital, honey. I'm telling you. Narcissists will make you so sick until you become ill physically. You can come, they'll give you can start having kidney problems, high blood pressure, I'm telling you, y'all better I'm telling y'all the truth, y'all. This is no lie. The shit I'm telling y'all ain't nothing but the truth. Ain't nothing but the truth. That's how deep this shit go. This shit go real deep. And you know, I felt bad when I heard Holly mom say, if I knew this was going to lead up to my daughter's death, you know, I wouldn't have stopped my daughter, you know, from the baby seeing the father. Because the mother's trying to blame herself now because Ramika she wanted to stop Carlos from seeing the baby. But the mother stepped in the middle and said, no, the baby needs his dad. And that was so beautiful of her to even think of Carlos like that after all this punk bitch did to her daughter. And she still had respect for him, enough respect for his punk narcissistic ass to say that. But she's saying now, if she knew this was going to lead to her daughter's death, she would have told her daughter to walk away with her and the baby. But no, the mother wanted her to still have little Carlos in his father's life. Ain't that sad, y'all? Ain't that sad? That is sad. God bless her mother. But baby, let me tell you something. When my baby daughter had her baby and the baby father had did something, well, what happened was my daughter went out that night and she asked the father to keep the baby. And the father said yes. The baby was like only 3 months. So when she went there the next morning to pick the baby up, he wouldn't open the door. He wouldn't give her the baby. She called the police. The police was taking too long to get there. So what happened, she called her brothers and she called her father. So I was thinking, because I had went out that night, a night before myself, which was that Saturday night. So when I got the phone call, I jumped up and shit, got dressed. Because that father called me. I was like, all right, I'll meet y'all there. So, oh Lord, baby. And their father don't really like to get into nothing because my kid's father is a licensed to carry and he is a correction officer. So he don't like to get in stuff like that. So, baby, when I tell you shit got real, my sons kicked the motherfucking windows out, okay? Kicked the windows out the motherfucking house. Took a bet, beat all them bitches out. That motherfucker finally opened the door. When he opened that door, it was a wrap. My sons were beating the shit out of him. And then the sister said something. I said, bitch, don't you open your mouth. I said, bitch, where your mama? Because I'm going to fuck your mama up, you punk bitch. That's what I told the sister. I said, bitch, don't you ever hold my motherfucking granddaughter. See, when you want to play pussy, you get fucked. Okay? Because the only thing you had to do, bitch, is give my daughter her baby. She asked you to babysit the baby, and that was it. But no, when she came back for the baby the next day, you want to try to keep the baby. And she wasn't having it. Period. And ever since that day, y'all, he never crossed my motherfucking daughter again. And her daughter is 10 years old, okay? And this happened when her daughter was 6 months. He never, ever, ever crossed my motherfucking daughter again. I promise you. Because he wouldn't forget that day. Yes, sir. Let's see. They can because a woman have a picture from all the stress. Yes, yes, yes. You know, you know, it can do that. You know, it can take your hair out, all of that. It's just so much, you know. And oh my gosh, she went through so much. Oh my God, Jesus, man. Damn, I mean, just for me, just even sitting here thinking about it, man, because I know what I went through. I used to be so sick, y'all, until I couldn't even go to work the next day. I used to be so weak. I used to just stay in the bed, y'all, curled up and sleep. I used to sleep my pain away, my hurt away. I was hurting. I would just take a shower and go to sleep. And then eventually, I told my boss I needed time off. I was under a mental breakdown. I definitely was under a mental breakdown. And I started receiving counseling. I was in counseling for like 4 years. Yeah. He had took everything out of me. I was drained. I was drained. It's sad. Hey Miss D, did you see girl? I seen that panel. I want to find that girl was up there. She my friend. I like her. She said, "You nappy head bitch." I can't get over her. Oh my gosh, she was funny as fuck. She said, "You nappy head bitch." Y'all, who is she, y'all? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, y'all. I can't get over that. Baby, she called him a nappy head bitch, okay? She was not playing with that motherfucker. Now, did y'all see the other girl up there, Chi-Town? That Chi-Town, I know her. Chi-Town cool. She from Chicago, but I know her. I know Chi-Town from another sector. We was in another sector together, so that's how I really know Chi-Town. Chi-Town, she cool. But baby, my girl OG in here. Hey OG, what's going on, my love? I just want to hear Holly has been arrested. Me too. Me too. She said, I want to come up here because this nappy head bitch. I was like, Lord Jesus. Oh Lord, I couldn't, y'all. I just can't. I can't. Lord, she called him a nappy head bitch because that's exactly what he was. That y'all, I was hollering last night. I couldn't do it. Who panel D? Because I know Chi-Town too. Ooh. Oh yeah. Auntie, we do know Chi-Town from the sector we was in. Yeah, she was on the guy panel Keys last night. The story that we covering. Yeah, I forgot. You do know Chi-Town too, yeah. She be going off though. She do. Oh yeah. She can light a room up. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she can make that motherfucker smoke. Yes, sir. Chi-Town can go off. Yeah, she was over in the sector we was at last night. But baby, that panel was a narcissistic ass panel when it came to nappy head and Carlos' cousin. Okay. They just gaslight their way right on through, honey. They gaslight. OG, was you over there last night? I'm sick of that dude. Me too. Keys say he might go live tonight. I hope he don't be over there. Oh my God. Ugh. He like he need to brush his fucking teeth and comb. Boy, go get somebody to braid your hair. Do something. Nappy head bitch. I'm sick of him too, sis. I am sick of him, baby. God damn. Like, what? I've been sick of you. Like, going on about your business. I got you, sis. As soon as I get off. Got you, ma. Hold on. All right. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Holly's scared. Holly's scared. Holly's scared. Candyman, a.k.a. Carlos. Right. Yeah. And then, see, I think, hold on, y'all. What's up, sis?
Hey, how you doing, sis? Are you okay?
I'm doing good. Just holding on, baby.
Good. I know that's right. Well, happy Thursday to you and the chat family. And yes, honey, I was in that chat last night. It was a hot mess.
Mm, 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 mm.
I think we was in narcissistic panel mode up there with those two guys. Like you said, Carlos' cousin and that Q guy, they both absolutely behavior very narcissistic, very nefarious. I mean, I understand that for Carlos' cousin, that's his cousin, if that's really his cousin. I understand about blood and trying to speak on behalf of your blood or whatever, but just the things that the way his conversation was and the questions when he was asked certain questions, like he claimed he got daughters. So, okay, if that's your daughter and they in that position, or Holly, he gonna say what he will want his daughters to do the same thing. It's easy for people to say that when they're not in that exact position. And then it was strange with the motorcycle guy who
Mhm.
everybody thought was Carlos and with the helmet on, riding on the motorcycle, didn't say nothing, just bobbing his head. It was just weird. And then Q, of course, who is definitely a troll and a clout chaser, was up there for somebody that ain't really had a close relationship with Carlos in years. He seemed to know so much about what happened at the scene. He wasn't even there. Carlos' cousin wasn't even there, but they seem to know so much about what happened at the scene or what's going on. And the fact of the matter is that Carlos testified and gave a statement to the police. Y'all already know it's against Romika, so it's gonna put Holly in the light, and it's gonna better her chances. Y'all don't be surprised if Holly get off. I'm just gonna
Yep,
say that because that's the
exactly.
reality.
That's so
That's
true, though.
that.
That's true.
Yep. Yep, because he is going to be a witness. His testimony, the interview, the statement he gave to the police, and if he be called by the grand jury, which I'm 99.999% sure he is, along with those other witnesses, when the grand jury come in and they have to testify, this is the thing. Hopefully, those two, the couple, the Hispanic couple that gave the statement, will get on the stand as well. But from what they're saying, if it's true that they're saying that Ramika turned her car around to go back to the scene, that's not a good look for her either. As much as we know that nothing justifies what Holly did to that girl, because to me, in my opinion, it was still just cold blooded. That
Right.
her unalivement was absolutely cold blooded, the M word, in my humble opinion. But with Holly having that order of protection, see, this is the thing. I think that everything, how Holly was moving, was premeditated. I
Hmm.
absolutely do. For with her having a background in criminal justice or law or whatever, she knew that if I play by the book of the law, I get the paper trail, I get the order of protection, I go get the paperwork, file the paperwork for me to get licensed to carry, and all of this and that. Doing this in between and prior to that time, her and Holly was, I mean, her and Mika was, having arguments or whatever. They was all into it or whatever by with the situation being Carlos being the common denominator. And in my opinion, like I said, excuse my French, he's a bitch ass nigga for what he did, because he absolutely triangulated those two baby mamas along with his bullshit. He was playing both ends. He was pillow talking to both, making them both feel a way about each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he absolutely is the common denominator in it, and he should be held accountable for his actions and his role that he played in it. Now everybody want to seem to think that Carlo, oh, he was in shock. No, he wasn't. See, you and I, D, we know how narcissistic people act. They
Absolutely.
lack emotion. He showed no emotion. That's
At
what
all.
that was. That wasn't shock. He showed no emotion for his first baby mama. He didn't try to console. He didn't try to get on that ground with her and hold her while she take her last breath, or talk to her to say, hold on or hold on. He didn't snap on Holly like, what the F you doing? Why you shoot her? No, he encouraged it. From what the witness saying, he was saying, yeah, she gonna shoot you. She gonna what? No, this is a narcissistic man that lacks empathy, that showed no emotion at all, and that's how they are. That was not shock, baby. That was lack of empathy from a narcissistic man.
Facts. Facts. Uh-huh.
I just think that it's I could say right now, probably it'll be 50-50 unless some damning evidence or testimony come in on behalf of, in favor of Ramika. It's a 50-50, y'all. It really is, and I understand the whole scenario about, why was Holly there? Because I agree, if you're the one with the order of protection, why are you coming to somewhere where that Ramika is going to be? She's going to be in that area dropping her son off from school. So, yeah. Do I believe that she provoked and egged it on? Absolutely. Do I believe she egged on Romika and provoked Romika with the argument and telling her get out the car? And yes, absolutely. Because Carlos and Holly knows what type of personality Romika was. Now, my goddaughter knows her well, and she said, "Yeah, Romika got them hands, no doubt about it." She said she got them hands. Okay, but Carlos, yeah, that was a whole band move that he played on it, and he needs to be held accountable too.
Yep.
He trying to play the victim. Y'all pay attention to what he's doing. All the stuff he posts.
Please tell the chat that Carlos is not going to go against Holly.
Nope. He's not, y'all.
Do it. He's not.
And that's what's
Holly
gonna.
got the key. Holly got the key to his heart, to everything. Holly know they set this shit together. Holly would have to throw his motherfucking ass under the bus if he go against Holly.
They not gonna throw each other under the bus. That's the thing. They, like I said, they knew they provoked this situation. I believe definitely it was premeditated on their part. I believe conversations was had it, and she was saying we got to do it the legal way. Let me get the paper trail. Let me get the order protection. Let me get the license to carry. So I'll have within reason that if an incident happened where we're face to face with each other, now I can do this and call it the legal way. Right? Yeah. Because in a court of law, the paperwork speaks volumes, and we know that, right? And if he get on that stand, he's not going to go against Holly, and that's the most damaging against Romika, unless they come up and make a decision based off video footage that they have, any type of video footage that they have that looks opposite of what Carlos and Holly, gave they statements to. Video footage from the street cameras, video footage from the camera phones of witnesses that was there. It's going to have to be something absolutely detrimental against them in order for Romika, for Holly to get charged with at least manslaughter or second degree.
Yes. Absolutely.
Y'all know, listen, y'all want to say, to be honest, and this, the narcissistic people don't love. It's control and manipulation to them. Right. He controlled and manipulated. Mm-hmm. Yes, he controlled and manipulated both of them. He triangulated both of them, right? So we know his way of, and this is what the family really should pay attention to. Because people trying to say, "Oh, Carlos loves Romika," and that no, he didn't, y'all. He wanted to control and manipulate.
I'm glad you said that.
He wanted to control and manipulate. That is not love. Why? I'm really confused.
When they get on panels and this family keep telling them that, stop letting people say that, because he did not love your family member. He did not.
I'm so confused. People think because people could be with people for years and have a child with them, even be married to them, when they are in a controlling, manipulative, narcissistic, abusive relationship, y'all, that is not love. I'm really confused at what people think love is, because that ain't love. That right there ain't love. He don't give a about nobody but himself. He trying to play, oh, I want to be the good father and all that. No, no. What Ramika was writing on her Facebook, he wanted to be a good father when it was convenient for him to come around and be. Everything is about a motive and an opportunity for a narcissist when it benefits them. They will lie and do anything against their own child.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, like y'all really got to understand control and manipulation is not love. That is an obsession, which is beyond love.
Mm-hmm.
People, women want to think, oh, girl, he did this for me and he went all out and he was acting out jealous and crazy and telling me he don't want to see me with nobody. That is not love, y'all. That is somebody that is obsessed with you, somebody that wants to control you and manipulate you. And he was doing that to both of them.
Yep.
I honestly believe he was doing it to Holly again with the pillow talk. With the
Yes.
pillow talk. Because
Yes.
Holly's sister said every time he came around them and she heard Los talking to Holly on the phone, he was saying to her, and we ain't together. I ain't with you. You just got pregnant. See, that's what they do. He was saying that around when he got with Romika family. And then when he was getting with Holly, he was saying stuff against Romika and her family. Trust me. That's what this ninja was doing.
Yeah. And see, like I said too, since Holly, I mean, Ramika just didn't know what she was dealing with. She thought she was just dealing with a regular toxic person. No, she was not. This was beyond just a regular toxic man.
Absolutely. And most women don't, because a lot of them don't even know about narcissism. Narcissism is just really getting out there in our community and our culture when we see the behavior of loved ones, friends, exes, baby daddies, ex-husbands, and why. Then we be like, oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, they were controlling. They were manipulative. They were violent. See, people want to seem to forget. Love is not about being abusive in any shape, form, or fashion to somebody you say you love. I don't understand how people try to put the two together. Did they not remember that Carlos literally shut one of Romika's eyes closed?
Sure did. Sure
That
did.
is not love. Y'all really got it. Some people really got it effed up. I'm sorry. But love, it don't never hurt like that. He was an abusive, violent, narcissistic sociopath, is what the hell he
There you
is.
go. There you go, sis. There you
And
go.
when you see behavior like that of him and men like him, please know that's what it is. That ain't love.
And they
Love is
don't
never
change.
controlling and manipulate. If I got to control and manipulate and force you by verbal abuse or physical abuse for you to act a certain way or do a certain thing to appease me, please, that ain't love. Know that.
Facts.
So I really need the family to understand that. I really need some of these content creators to understand that they're getting on platforms talking about, see, he loves Ramika because he did everything for Ramika. Let me tell you something. A narcissistic man will buy you things. That's a part of the love bombing to keep you coming back or to keep you there. They will do things for you. But what did he do when he got mad with Ramika? He took the clothes he bought Ramika and gave them to Holly.
Facts.
Oh, everything is about control with these people.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Absolutely.
y'all got to understand the difference. That is not love. That is not how you love someone. And I done been in both relationships, so I know what love is. And I know what being in a narcissistic, controlling, abusive relationship is. And I'm telling you, ladies or men, because women are narcissists too, you better run. Don't walk, run.
And don't never come back.
Because the red flags be there. But see, if you don't know the red flags, you overlooking the red flags
Yeah.
because this is the person that's sweeping you off your feet. They're whining and dining you and all of this. That's the mask, y'all. That's the mask. That's called the narcissistic mask. And then once they got you, you fell for them, then that damn mask come off. And you be like, who the hell are you?
Yep. Yep. And sometimes,
And
y'all,
ain't
it be too late. Sometimes people come out alive. Sometimes people don't come out alive. You
that
know.
part. Los went into when he couldn't get to Romika or him and Romika break up or he was mad because he couldn't manipulate and control her any longer. He broke into that woman's house and literally tore up all her stuff.
Facts.
So y'all want to tell me that's love. If y'all want to tell me that's love, then I'm missing something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing something because that ain't love.
And see, like
That
I
man
said, too,
is a
sis, a lot of people
master
cover.
manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Go
A lot
ahead,
of people,
sis.
they covering this story, but you know how me and you doing shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't cover a lot of
Right.
stories, and we cover stories from different perspectives. We always cover our stories when we see narcissist behavior. That's how
Yep.
we cover the story, but we cover it only different when we see narcissist behavior. And this is what
And
we seen in Carlos. So this is why I
absolutely.
covered the story the way I cover my story. I cover my just like
Yep.
when we covered the Brianna story, right?
Yep.
We covered that story
Yep.
different because what did we
You're
see?
right.
Narcissist behavior.
We see the behavior. God gave us a sixth sense, right? Of once you know what it is, you've experienced it and went through it, and now your antennas, your spidey senses are up for that type of behavior in people. And now you watch the way people move, you watch the things they say, you watch how they react to certain things. And even Los's cousin and that Q guy got up there. And let me tell you something about narcissistic men. And I said it in the chat, in Key's chat. Narcissistic men that get up there and they will go hard for another man. They'll go harder
Yes.
for that man than they will for the woman that maybe laying next to the bed
Every night.
with them, that got their children, that they married to. They will be so committed to that man, going hard for him. Like you see them doing, Carlos, they will never do that for the women in their life, ever.
So true.
Narcissistic men are psychologically gay.
Yep.
That's a real thing.
Yep.
And did you see the way they was going so hard for Carlos? You would have thought they were in a relationship with that man, taking up for him,
Y'all, we always look at
lying for.
that.
They were lying for him,
Yep.
drawing false narratives for him.
Mm-hmm.
How can you in one breath say, "Oh, I feel bad for Marika, what happened?" and this, and then you go and say some opposite flip shit. That's what they both was doing up there.
Yep.
But you have to be smarter than the serpent to catch people's conversation, break it down and what they saying. I listen.
And then
I listen to that
what you think
conversation.
about when you heard him say, "Well, I got 4 daughters, and if my daughters was licensed to carry, I would have told them to do the same thing." That won't nothing but gaslighting, sis.
Exactly. That was nothing but him trying to deflect and gaslight. They was major deflecting and gaslighting up there on that panel with Keys last night. It was an absolute disgrace. It was disgusting. I knew what it was. They were being manipulative even in that moment with
Yep.
their conversation.
And see, Keys don't know about this type of behavior, so he won't look at it from the perspective that me and you look at it. And it's okay because he probably don't know about narcissistic behavior. But I knew what it was. That's why I just got out of the chat. I didn't type no more. I just was listening.
Yep.
Because once that cousin got up there, it got even worse.
Right, because what's the worst thing a narcissist hates? Being exposed.
Exposed, yeah. They
When
can't
you
take
expose them, and then they try to go on a smear campaign with
it.
you, and then what they get on platforms and do or on their social media platform is what the hell Los is doing, and that's playing the victim. Because when he post that post, y'all want to talk about stalking. If y'all would have known what she did to me before y'all will really say, that, stop it. Stop it. See, because what they don't tell you, there's a thing called narcissistic abuse reaction. And a lot of Ramika's behavior was from that. It was from her reaction to what was being done to her.
Thank you, Ebony.
And the average person, if they're being beat on, verbally abused, physically abused, constantly lied to and cheated on.
Mm-hmm.
So again, and this is what got me too, because I want to check Holly's ass, like real tough. You with your I would never video, Holly, you should have never fucked with a man that had a woman already and a child. Holly, you should have never fucked with a man that gave another woman an STD. Holly, you should have never fucked with Los in the first place. How about that, Holly? While you talking about what you would never do. Everything you tried to throw at Ramika, chick, you actually was with the man that done all this to another chick. So Holly, how could you ever talk about Romika when you committed the ultimate crime for that
Cash
ninja?
App, Ebony. I don't have Cash App, baby. You can buy me a coffee if you like. That's the only thing I got to support my channel. But I don't have Cash App.
Talking about, I would never. Yeah, you right. You would never, but you did. You did. You did, Holly. That's what you did.
That's right.
But Holly, you should have never effed with a ninja and had a baby by a ninja who already had a baby mama that he was with when you met him. Holly, you should have never
Yep.
did that to another woman, but you did. Miss me with it. She full of shit too.
Yep. That's what they do. And I'm glad you got up here, sis, because, I don't want people to think that I be lying about some of this stuff. When I talk about narcissistic behavior and stuff like that, I want them to hit it because a lot of people don't understand what it's like, dealing with a narcissist and what a narcissist can do to you, and I knew that he was painting her to be an evil demon, a pit bull, but that's not what Ramika really was. That's not who she really was. Okay, she got tired. She had to defend herself at some point. She was tired of being abused by him.
Yep, it's called narcissistic abusive reaction.
That's what it's called.
It's like being pushed to your limit, and now you're going to fight back because you have had it up to here, and you are above and beyond sick and tired and enraged about what this person is doing to you.
That's right.
So all the abuse and everything that she took, the black eyes, the breaking in the house, destroying the property and everything, as a single mother, as a woman, what was she supposed to do? Was she supposed to just lay down and take it? The only thing that I regret that she did was drop that order of protection against his ass.
Yeah.
That she shouldn't have done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But again, manipulation. Carlos is a master manipulator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And see, he probably talked to her and told her, baby, I love you, And like I said, she don't know about this type of behavior. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know what she was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So he knew how to gaslight her. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He knew how to bring her back around, to Ramika again, to make her feel good and stuff. He knew exactly what to say to her. And she went for it every time. Because
but again, that's a part of what? The trauma bond, right?
Trauma bond.
That's a part of the trauma bond that happened to her. See, people don't understand what it does to the brain of a person that's in a narcissistic abusive relationship. It rewires literally your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned this when I took psych classes in college. It abuse verbally, emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, all those forms of abuse rewires the person's brain.
Yes. And that's why I said too, since I said we need some background on Carlos. What was his father like? Did his father beat the fucking mother up and he's seen it? Because there gotta be some abuse went on with the mother of the father. Was the mother a narcissist? Was the father a narcissist? Like what? I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was some history in his family of abuse, trauma, I'm sure, dysfunction, because again, that's what caused a lot of that. Or either he was the golden child in his family that got
Could
spoiled,
have been.
overload, and
Yeah.
thought it's usually those scenarios, right?
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
dig into the psyche of a person that has a narcissistic personality disorder, and they highly delusional. He's literally on his platform going at people, but this man have literally lied, because I absolutely believe he's lied in his statement to the police. I believe he's going to continue with that lie because he knows now that he done dug a ditch too got doggone hole deep for him to get out of. So now he has no choice but to keep continuing to stand with the lie with Holly. That's
Right.
what they do.
Right. Right. And then we can verify this too, right? That narcissists, when they get jammed up, they love other people to do their dirty work.
Yep. What is it called? You and I know what it's called. What is it called when they have the what?
Flying
The
monkey.
flying monkeys. The flying monkeys, the enablers and the handlers.
Yep. So
They
that's why
love
he
that.
got that's why he got nappy head and the cousin doing this shit for him.
That part. Q and then the cousin came up.
Yep. Mhm.
Mhm.
And the narcissist sat back, y'all, and watch this.
And watch
And they
it.
get a
Yeah,
thrill off of this. This make them feel good, y'all. It makes them feel validated. Oh, yeah, I got somebody that got my back, blah, blah, blah. They love this, y'all. They love it.
that part.
They laugh.
Did you hear the cousins last night on the panel? Did you hear him say that Carlos was listening? He was watching.
Of course.
He was texting them.
And
He was
listen,
texting them.
and
You
did
know,
you hear this? Did you hear when the cousin was like, "Oh yeah, well me and you and Carlos can talk behind the scenes because what he's trying to do, he's trying to get into Key's mind to manipulate Keys to stop talking about Carlos because that's what they want Keys to do to believe Carlos and be on Carlos' side and go against Ramika. See, I don't know if Keys know this because again, I don't know if Keys know about narcissistic behavior.
right? Or to just get Keys to switch up and just start talking about Carlos in a positive way. See, because ain't nobody
Right,
talking about his ass in a positive way because it ain't shit to talk about his ass in a positive way for.
right,
He's a bitch ass nigga. He did a bitch move. He absolutely triangulated them women. Okay, he's a master manipulator and he also is a woman beater. He's an abuser.
facts,
The
facts.
proof is in the pudding about him. Ain't no doubt about that. So what is there good to say about him? He a liar and the truth ain't in him. He playing the victim. He's playing the victim now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to give that type of statement to the police against his first baby mama, that ain't love. That ain't love. That's hate and
And
disdain.
for him and narcissists, let me tell you too. If y'all don't know, they love to see you cry. They love to see you in pain. They love to see you hurt. They love to see your family hurt, your family in pain. Don't you
Yep,
think 1 minute Carlos gave a damn about Ramika's mother was hurting? You think he cared?
exactly.
He didn't give
Uh,
a
uh,
damn.
Did you hear Q up there on the panel talking about I even cried? cried for Mumika. I just cried today. That's all. Listen, that's cap.
Man,
Okay.
that's cap. The fuck
A
out of
narcissist, a narcissist will cry crocodile tears in your face. Oh, I'm so sorry. I love you. My God, forgive me. I promise I won't do it no more. And do the same thing.
here. Shit again.
Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. That ain't love, baby. When they be telling you, I love you all the time. But when they abusive, they be telling you stuff like, B, I'll unalive you, B. I'll beat the out of you, B.
Yeah. And you know what a narcissist tell you too? I'm going to unalive myself because you don't love me.
Oh God.
You better tell me
Girl,
what you doing there, motherfucker.
better get to they better get hip to it because the one ever tell me that I'm gonna be like, have at it. Have at it.
See, I
Be
know
less
what I'm doing.
chaos in the
Make you
world.
feel good. Go ahead. I'll call the police and the
That
ambulance and
part.
get this motherfucker. Okay.
It'll be less toxicity in the world. One less person bringing toxicity into the world. How about that?
And see, if you don't know about a narcissist now, right? What you're gonna do is tell your man, "Oh no, baby, don't do that. I love you. Let's try to get help. Let's try to work this out," because you don't know what he's doing to
Hmm.
you. He's manipulating you.
That's another form of manipulation because they're gonna know they that you're more than likely gonna say, "Oh, please don't do that. Don't harm yourself. Go get some therapy. Talk to somebody." They ain't finna do that. They ain't finna do
Yeah,
that at all.
yeah.
I just really want Romika's family to wake up because I pray to God that Romika's mom's continues to have custody for that child because Lord God help that son if Carlos get custody of that son and raise him because oh Lord
Well, we don't need,
that's
we don't want that because we don't want him out here
ooh,
cashing checks like Carlos.
oh my God, like oh
Yeah, we want him to be
I
a real man, grow up in society, be very productive, make your mother proud, make your grandmother proud. Mm-mm.
absolutely because see he gonna have to lie to his son about what happened with that
Oh
situation
yeah, because did you hear the
with his
color last
mother
night
one
said
day.
that he didn't know? They said that the little boy don't know how his mother got killed, y'all. The color said that
Exactly.
on the panel last night that
Right,
he
because
don't
they're
know that.
protecting him right now. And I understand that they're protecting him right now because he's young, right? So I get it. But one day somebody gonna sit him down and tell him the truth. And then he gonna want to hear it from his father and seeing what his father is gonna do is lie again to his own son. So when y'all want to talk about Nasa love their kid and this, that, and other, no, stop it. Stop it. If it benefits them, they will manipulate and be conniving and cunning towards their own kid. He's going to continue with that lie about your mom was the aggressor. Your mom did this. Your mom did that. And I was there and I tried, son. Negro, please.
Mm-hmm. And I
Your
understand they're protecting
other
him.
baby's mother unalived his mother. You got two sons by two different women that should be able to be brothers and have a good relationship. But I don't think that's going to happen because
Yeah, I
one,
think that would be good to get
because
him therapy. Yeah.
Romika's son is going to feel a way about Holly's son unaliving his mother. Holly's mother, by Holly's son's mother, Holly, I'm
Yes,
saying, unalived his mother.
that's right. And see, it ain't
Imagine,
that Holly's son.
imagine that.
No, Holly's son don't understand, but Mika's son understand. You can tell that boy that right now, and he's gonna understand. Why you think they keeping a secret from him right now?
Right. Because right now they should, because it's too traumatic and he's still young. He's still, brain is still developing. And then of course Holly's baby is just a baby. So he don't even know what happened. He can't even fathom what happened. But see, when they got to grow up, and these are conversations that's gonna have to be had to both of them boys.
Yeah, and you don't
So
know how
Carlos
Romika's
gonna lie to
son.
both of them boys. Carlos is gonna tell the son by Holly to make him feel good that his mama was quote unquote uh 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 defending herself. See, that's a scenario he's gonna have that conversation with Holly's son, but with his son by Romika,
What he gonna do though if
yeah,
he ever see the big boy? See, he gonna
it's
start
gonna be
lying to the
different.
big boy. He gonna start lying to that oldest boy. He's not gonna tell that
Yeah,
oldest boy the real truth.
the
The
real
real
truth.
truth is gonna come from that family, but not Carlos.
It,
He gonna
it
start
has to.
triangulating the kids against each other when they get older.
Absolutely,
And so you gotta
it
understand,
has to.
Mika's son might grow up to hate his father when he finds the real truth out. You don't know how this boy may turn out with this situation.
Yeah, and I know he would definitely have a disdain always for Holly, and that's more all the reason why he may not want to have a brotherhood with his half brother. You know, which is sad. This whole situation is sad and it's dramatic and it's just full of toxicity and drama. But see, that is the life of a narcissistic person when they entangles you and triangulate you in on they mess, because that's exactly what Carlos did.
Mm-hmm. And see, he was trying to get that boy for his birthday for a reason. It ain't that you missed him and you wanted to be with him to show him love. It was a reason why Carlos really wanted to see his son.
And you know what? He wants to start working on him while he young, poisoning his mind against his mother.
Yes.
That's what it is. He
Yes.
wants to start young with trying to lie to his son to paint a narrative to his son. So I hope that Ramika's family will sit down with him and have that conversation before Carlos,
Yeah.
because Carlos is going to fog that baby's brain up with lies, and
Yes,
he
I
going to
hear.
get so confused he ain't going to know who to believe. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
That's what's
they
happening.
don't understand how important it is when you have, and these are two black men that have to grow up. Holly's son gonna have to grow up and have a narcissistic father, and so is Romika's son. Little Los gonna have to grow up with a narcissistic father. That's why I pray to God that Los don't get custody, because he will ruin that child.
Yes. Yes. And that's why, a lot of people, some people in the chat got mad at me one day. Some bitch came in the chat. I dare you to say that he don't need his son. He don't. He don't.
Well, honey, they can get, look. What's that old saying? They can get mad, scratch their ass, and get glad, because that's just the truth. That's just the truth. He don't need to raise his son. That's what I said. He don't need to raise him.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Thank you for
Narcissistic
talking.
parents can ruin children's lives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They
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 can.
can ruin their children's life. They are master manipulators, and they got no problem with manipulating their children. I see narcissistic parents be so manipulative they pet their own children against each other.
Yes, they will. And see, when you got a narcissist parents, you either gonna come out as a narcissist, a
Yep,
golden child, a
yep,
scapegoat, or
yep.
impact. It's
You
either
already said
one
it.
or the other.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
me, I came out as a empath. And I thank
So
my Lord for that each and every
yes,
day of my
so did
life.
I. So did
You
I.
feel
And I'm
me?
so glad that I learned more about narcissistic
Yes, sir.
behavior and
I
knowing the
have
red
a
flags
gift.
early.
Listen,
Hmm.
people don't understand. Tell them, sis, being an empath, y'all. Let me just elaborate on it a little bit. Being an empath, right? We are not in the same world that y'all in. Okay, we are in a different world, right? We see things different. We view things different. We don't have a lot of trust. We try, but we don't. We see people for who they are.
Yep.
Sometimes we can try to give them the benefit of the doubt, and they'll cut us over and over, you know. But we see the
Yeah,
behavior
because
behind it.
sometimes we do that to our own detriment. Try to trust and try to give
Yeah.
people a second chance, a third chance. But now I got to the point, if I see certain behaviors now, it's like, nah, I ain't fucking with you. You ain't even gotta. You can be friends or cool with somebody else I know. That's them, but I ain't effing with you.
Oh Lord, she said I got a narcissist mother. Oh Lord, have mercy. I got a narcissist mother. I've been in contact for 5. You've been out of contact with her for 5 years? Wow. Have you
But
ever
see, this is the thing, D, with that, right? When
Go ahead.
no, I just to the young lady is or is it a guy? I don't know who said it in chat because I can't see the chat.
No, it's a lady.
Okay, well, to you, my dear sister, and people think, and that's a whole nother thing I want to talk about. People want to always guilt trip you into, oh, that's your mama. You shouldn't be like that. You only got one mother. Well, that's your father, or that's your brother or sister. You shouldn't be. Let me tell y'all something right now. Stop allowing people to make you feel guilty if you don't fuck with a family member. I don't even care if it's your mother or your father or your sibling. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because narcissistic people will abuse and manipulate you for the rest of your life if you let them. And you will live a life of walking on eggshells, scared to say stuff to them, scared to, react to certain things. I'm sorry, I ain't doing it. I
Yeah.
ain't doing it to
Mhm.
appease nobody that try to guilt trip me to make me feel bad because I don't want to fuck with a family member. I don't care who they are. If they are narcissists, I don't want nothing to do with them. If I can help it, maybe the most I F with you with is if I see you at a funeral or a wedding. I might speak, and that's it. But on a real life experience, I ain't effing with you. You ain't gonna be in my business. You ain't gonna have nothing to do with hanging around with me, trying to befriend me and my friends. See, because that's what they'll do too. They'll try to get with your friend and pit them against you. Listen, I'm telling you about the entanglement and the triangulation that narcissistic people do.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then don't let them get with a person that's already an enemy of yours. Oh my
Oh
God.
my
And
God, it's
they
over.
talking about you and dragging you and smearing you like a dog.
Woo, baby. If that was your friend for 50 years and they get with your narcissist, it's over, baby. It's over.
Y'all need to understand that. Stop making people guilt trip. So to the baby girl that wrote that in the chat about I ain't been around her mother in 5 years. If you've had peace in 5 years, continue with your peace, baby.
Yep.
Continue with your peace.
Mhm. Yeah. And I thank
Because
God.
they do nothing but wreak havoc in your life. And I don't care, like I said, I don't care if it's your mama, because a narcissistic parent will have 2 or 3 kids. Usually, the one that they control the most is the one that's afraid to confront the narcissistic parent. So
Yeah.
they control them through manipulation. Then they got the one that favors them, the golden child. That's the one that's going to end up being just
That's the
like
one.
her or
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one that's going to be just like their parent
And then you have the
because they are
scapegoat.
being
The
they are
manipulative.
being groomed to be
Most
master
scapegoats.
manipulators.
Yep. Most of the scapegoats, the kids, they will run away before they get 18. And they will
Yep,
start a new life. And they would
yep,
never, ever, ever come back again. But they
yep,
will come out eventually to tell their story. They even write books, you know what I'm saying,
yep.
to get their story out there. So that's what, when people be like, well, what's a scapegoat? Those be the ones that escapes from the family members.
Yeah. Oh, because you know why? Because they became the scapegoat of every family situation when it went wrong. When this happened, they got the blame. They blame the scapegoat person for all of the behavior that the narcissist actually did. And they will twist it and turn it and blame shift and gaslight because that's what they do until that scapegoat finally leaves. 9 times out of 10, if it's a female that has a narcissistic parent, she usually run away or go into service or get married at an early age just so she can get the hell out the house.
The house, yep. And 9 times out of 10, the family will never, see them again. She'll go on
And
by
she
the
can't
life.
and she can't be the scapegoat and manipulated and controlled by the narcissistic parent no more because now they next of kin literally is their spouse and they wants to get away from that toxic behavior.
Yeah.
And believe you me, a narcissistic parents hate when they child do that. When they leave, get out of their nest, get the hell away from them and they drama and they toxicity.
Yep. That's why I believe
So no.
Carlos came from a toxic family. I really do
Oh
believe
no,
it.
oh no doubt about it. No, somebody in that family definitely was a narcissist, and somebody in his family on that side was toxic, full of drama.
Yeah, it sure was. And that's where he
He
got all that.
experienced some of the trauma. All of
Mhm.
that plays a part. Genetics, it's a lot of components play a part in how you become a narcissist. But the thing about it is, you always have a free will choice
That's
with your
right.
personality of what type of person you're going to be and how you're going to treat people and how you're going to be right. You still have a choice. See, that's the thing that God gave us all. It's called free will. God is not going to even force you to love him. That you have to freely love God. You have to freely want to be loving God and adhering to God's commandments and things like God is not going to even force that upon you. So they make a choice to be toxic. They make a choice to be that way. They make a choice to lie like that, to be habitual liars, habitual cheaters, master manipulators, and controllers. They are divisive, defiant. They
Yep.
will triangulate you, and then they will turn around and they will gaslight the hell out of you and blame shift. Because some kind of way, how in the heck can I be the blame for your actions? But that's what they do.
Yep.
You can see them cheating. You can bust them cold blooded face to face, and you know what they'll say to you? Well, you made me do it. If you weren't acting like that, if you were not doing this, that's major gaslighting and blame shifting, y'all. That's the behavior of a narcissist. Oh, so you're gonna blame me for you getting caught cheating? Imagine that. That's what they do. And that's exactly what Q and Los's cousin was doing up there, trying to shift the blame, low key, but acting like, oh, I love Mika too, and I'm sorry they had it, but they was low key blame shifted to take it off of Carlos' responsibility for what happened. You got to listen to catch it, because that's exactly what they both were doing. They were gaslighting and they were blame shifting. Don't believe a word they either one of them was saying. They was going hard. I told you they psychologically gay. They'll go harder for a man than they would with their wife or the woman they sleeping next to and got children with. What they was talking about, Q up there that didn't even, have a relationship or hadn't seen his kids in years, but he up there caping for Los. Child, please. Can miss me with that behavior. I saw it. All you gotta do is listen to the way they talk. If you can break down a conversation, the way somebody talks and the excuses they make for the person that's in the wrong, y'all, for they were making excuses for the person that's in the wrong. Because again, Los is the common denominator in this whole situation, in that whole triangle. Carlos is the common denominator. But did they take any accountability about Carlos's actions? Oh yeah. You know what Los's cousin said, which really got me. He went, oh yeah, well, but he was a player and that's what players do. Really? Really?
I know how to do it. They always think me nonsense.
Another form of gaslighting and blame shifting. That's what they do. And D had his channel to educate y'all, to school y'all, because she knows what she's talking about. We have a third eye and a sixth sense. We know the behavior in narcissistic people. We can listen to a conversation, we can listen to a reaction, and we can listen to the track record that a person have with how they've treated other people and tell you if they're a narcissist or not. And yes, a lot of people throw that word around and use it loosely, but you got to pay attention. You got to have your spidey senses up for the red flags because they are there smacking you right dead in the face. Stop ignoring them.
Okay, that's cool.
Stop ignoring them because they are there. They are there in the people you love in your life. They're there. They're there in your spouses. They're there in your fiancés. They're there in your children. They're there in people you work with every day. They're there in your friends. They're there in your other relatives. We all got them in our families. Trust and believe. We all probably had or got some friends that are that way. We probably recognize those symptoms in our own children.
Mm-hmm.
We probably see it in our spouses. We
Absolutely.
probably, hey, the truth is a light.
Absolutely.
Your spidey senses has got to be up for those type of red flags.
Mm-hmm.
I see, let me tell you, I see it and saw it in the behavior of just listen to conversations that Charlie Kirk had.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up narcissist.
Mm.
Our president of the United States, straight up narcissist and sociopath. All you have to do is listen to people's conversations, watch how they move,
That's it.
watch how they hate, resent, jealous, envy. They are all that. They are spiteful.
Mm-hmm. Very, very spiteful. Oh my God. They jealous. They don't want you to get what they got. Ooh, girl. Them narcissists is terrible, baby. Ooh.
Because they think they're the only ones supposed to have and thrive or whatever. They'll be in competition with you and you don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
You go buy you a nice car, they gotta outdo you because they jealous. Or they'll do some mimicking shit and get the same car you got.
Yeah, because that's what I felt about Holly. I felt like Holly was definitely jealous of Ramika. I don't care. People keep saying, no, y'all crazy. Y'all too invested in this. That's what the girl came on my panel the other day and said to me, that we too invested. And I was crazy. Holly ain't was not jealous of Ramika. I think she was.
Yeah, me too, no doubt about it. You know, a lot of people are just uneducated or very naive and gullible and don't see the forest for the trees, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I say, that I'm glad that you have the platform that you have because you are educating your followers and subscribers. You are having the real life conversations about your experience, other people's experience, my experience. I've been in a relationship with a narcissist in my life.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
things that we like to say, oh girl, but you know that's just how he is. No, we got to stop saying that. Yeah, that's how he is. He's a goddamn narcissist. That's how he is.
You right about that, sis. You ain't lying about that. They will say that. He okay. He just in his
Girl,
ways.
you know he crazy. You know he crazy, girl. Girl, now you know she crazy. You know she a fool, girl. Yeah, you know. See, that's what we do because we normalize everything, especially in our culture, because we are so used to trauma.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we normalize behavior that we shouldn't be normalized.
Right.
When we see that there are red flags truly in somebody's behavior, personality wise, mental health wise, and all, we'll be like, well, you know, Uncle John, he crazy now. You know, you better not, don't say nothing straight to him because you know he'll snap. See, that's what we do. We normalize too much the behavior. And look what's going on in the world. The type of scenarios with the Ramika and the Hollies and the Loses of the world, because we continue to normalize and don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, people all around them. They thought that, oh, they love each other so much. They just going through their trauma. You know, they going through their drama together. You know how Los is. You know, he keep lying to Romika and he lying to Holly. And you know, right? You know, Los is Los.
Did you hear this last night? Did you hear when the cousin said, well, Yeah, he was fucking Ramika and Holly. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas do. How do
Yeah,
that?
that's what I said earlier. Yeah, talking about that's how players do. Really. See how we normalize that?
How could you say that made you? You got 4 daughters. That's the way you talk as a man.
Right. So when the player man come and play on his daughters, then what he gonna say? You
Mm,
see what I'm saying? Again, it's the hypocrisy. They are also hypocrites because they can't take what they dish out. See,
mm.
and Carl and Los couldn't take the fact that I think Ramika was truly finally trying to move on because he didn't have a number nor where she lived. I think she was really trying to draw that line finally. But that don't mean because she was that she wasn't still angry and hurt about the things the man had done to her over the years.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
She's still
Absolutely.
triggered by a lot of things. When you come out of a narcissistic abusive relationship, that don't mean you heal just like that because you ain't with the person no more.
Right.
It took years for you to get to where you were in that relationship. It's gonna take sometimes months or years for you to get back to the you
Yourself.
before you
Yeah.
met that person.
Oh yeah, that is true. She had the same dress on that Ramika had on. Yeah, for the baby shower. Uh-huh. I said that earlier. Yep, she sure did. That's why I said it was jealousy. It was all jealousy. She had hate in her heart for that girl. See, jealousy is a disease.
So I can see when they were saying that at one point when Romika Park was like, okay, you being with Holly, I'm cool on that. She allowed her son to go out to dinner with them. She was trying to be a bigger person.
Yes, yes,
See,
absolutely.
people miss stuff. They misconstrue stuff. See, she was trying to be the bigger person and saying, okay, my son needs to, get to know his little brother. I'm going to let my son go out with y'all, go out to dinner. Remember, Romika mother said that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what probably happened? Carlos fucked that up.
Yep.
He
Yep.
did something or said something, and now we back to square one again with all the toxicity.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
And Holly wasn't no angel in perpetuating it and pushing it and provoking it. She all on her social media. I would never. No, yes, you would, Holly, because you actually let that man get to you. You were the weakest link, Holly. You are the weakest link.
Facts.
Because you should have never effed with him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
How
Because
about that, Holly?
he was telling you he wasn't in a relationship. But as I say again, sometimes these women don't see for themselves if this man really lied to them. They just jump on the bandwagon with this man. He was clearly in a relationship with her. He might would say that he didn't want her, but he did. He wanted to be with both of y'all.
This is the thing. How would Holly know that Carlos gave Marika STI unless he told her or somebody through the grapevine told her, if whether it's true or not? That's the type of nigga you want to be with, Holly. I would never want to be with a nigga that gave his baby mama an STD, but you were, Holly.
Mm-hmm. And then, come on, Carlos. How did that make you look that you got all people not liking your baby mama? You got your friend with his nappy head ass. He don't like her. He dogging her. You got your cousin really don't like her.
They don't like her. Real talk. And if they want to talk about Romika having hands and all of that, she probably had to. She probably have had to fight her whole life because most black women have.
Yeah.
Because a
And,
lot of them don't have protection.
and let me tell y'all something. I don't care how they painted Holly out to be. I don't think Holly was evil like that. Holly became evil the way she was because of Carlos. He made her the monster she was. He made
Master manipulator.
Yes.
Master manipulator.
All her life, y'all. That's not who she was all her life. He drove her to that point to no return. And she lost her life over this narcissist man with an evil woman that was plotted and planned it.
Yep. No doubt about it. He definitely, with all the pillow talk, all the, backdoor conversations he would have about Romika to Holly, making Romika look like she was the bad person in their relationship, and she did this and that. But all the stuff that you said that you would never deal with, Holly, you actually did.
That's so true.
You actually did. So you contradicted yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How you talked about, I would never deal with somebody that where I didn't have a car or this or that. We all didn't have a car once upon a time. Girl, stop it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm pretty sure when Mika was driving that Benz, every time Carlos got pissed off at her, he took it back.
Yeah.
So it probably was time she didn't have a car until she woke up and said, you know what, he playing this give me a takeaway, I'm gonna get my own car.
Mm-hmm. Because narcissists like when you got to depend on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's control. They want to control you.
Mm-hmm. That's why he went to her job to try to get her fired.
Yep, that's what they do too. They do that too, because my narcissistic ex daughter-in-law did that to my son. Called this job to try to get him fired. My ex daughter-in-law is a narcissist, honey, baby. So the stuff that they would do and what she's doing now to my son, keeping my granddaughter away from him, that's the type of stuff they do because they can't control the narrative.
Yep. And it pisses them off.
Yep. And they would literally use their own children as a pawn.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yes, they will. I think Key said he going live again tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord, child. I don't know who's going to be up there tonight, honey.
Well, I'm wondering, you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering who is this other alleged witness that Nigel Hall's supposed to have.
Somebody that know Carlos and his fake ass cousin. I believe that. That's why she don't want her voice out here. None of that. I do believe it's somebody that knows Carlos.
I ain't talking about that first one she interviewed. She's saying it's supposed to be another one that she's getting ready to interview.
Oh, I don't know.
Now it's so funny to me that now all of a sudden, all of these people want to come out and say that they were witnesses when they changing the narrative and leaning the narrative more towards Carlos' way. It's funny because Romika's been dead a little over a month now. Didn't had the service. But see, the thing about when you are witness to,
I think the 8th will make a month.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, when she passed away. Yep. So when you are a witness to a crime, the best thing to do is to tell the story right away because it's fresh in your mind.
Right.
Because the longer you wait, memory dies, it gets lost, you forget things and stuff like that. Like the young lady, Hispanic young lady that got up on Message Channel. I actually believe her story. She got up there right after it happened, and the way she told the story just sounds like it's believable.
And see, they're trying to get rid of her. They're trying to shut her up because she's the main key to the factor. Okay, they don't like that. Okay.
Exactly.
And then it made sense. Everything that first witness said made sense.
People got to listen to the way people talk. Now, when it's things that she didn't know or see, she actually said, I don't know or I don't see that.
She sure did.
She said, I was on the 21 bus first and I could hear them as she was getting off the bus. She said she could hear them argue. So she admitted she wasn't there to see what would happen prior to that. All y'all got to do is listen to people conversation. Break it down for what it is, and you can know most likely if somebody is lying or not. That girl is not telling a lie. She's telling the truth. When she was asked questions that she didn't know, she literally said, "Well, I don't know about that, but I know this."
They try to silence her. That's what they try to do. They try to silence that lady. She would be good for that courtroom. I can tell you that. She definitely would be good for that courtroom.
Yeah, her and even like, and she even admitted that her boyfriend that came later didn't see everything. He only saw the part after the fact. You know, the reaction and what was happening when Ramika was laying on that ground fighting for her life.
Yeah.
The boyfriend came up during the sense of after the fact, but he did still witness some things because they stayed out there until the police came, the ambulance came. They gave a statement at some point.
Yeah. And like I said, I believe her. You know, she didn't try to add on nothing, none of that. You know,
Right. Exactly. Her statement is believable because, like I said, things she said she didn't know or see, she admitted to not knowing and see. That don't sound like nobody will lie. Now, the person that knife your girl did, that sounds like a lie to me. That sounds like somebody that wanted to get up there just to create a narrative to make Carlos look good.
Absolutely.
And then when you take Carlos' cousin and the Q guy, who wasn't even there, ain't no witness because you didn't witness it, are talking like they know everything.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
We wasn't even there to say that we know this, that, or the other happened. We are going by what we saw on that video and the conversation with what we are putting together in our minds of view to say, oh man, she was acting like a person that was jealous and envious and this and that of Romika, and she literally had a hate for Romika. Let me tell you something. When somebody shoots you in the face,
that's hate.
That's hate, and that's personal.
Yep.
She's saying, I want to mess up your face because I think you're prettier than me, or you whatever, that light skin privilege, whatever the hell Holly had in her mind. I believe she absolutely didn't like Romika beautiful chocolate self. She didn't like the fact that people loved Romika. Romika was favored and loved by many. Look at the show up at her services. She was popular. And Holly didn't like that. So she wanted to wipe away everything that she thought that was good in Romika that she hated. And that included her looks. See, when I shoot you in the face, I'm trying to disfigure you. That's a deep hate that I have for you. That's personal.
Absolutely.
And if she really just wanted to, if she felt threatened and wanted to get Holly off of her, why not stop with the shot to the leg? Because you damn sure could have stopped her because she fell to the ground. She couldn't have been getting up trying to fight you and shot in the leg. Let's be real.
Yeah, and after she shot in the leg, she should have let it go right then and called the police because Holly couldn't. I mean, Ramika couldn't get up and walk because you had already shot in the leg.
That part. And then she shot in the side, and then she shot in the face. Again, that was overkill, and that was personal.
Yeah.
That was personal. She hated Romika. That is hate, y'all.
Yeah. There was people on the scene that knows Carlos. Remember, the witness said she gave him a dap. Yeah, I do remember someone saying that. That was on the crime.
Yeah, and talked about how the dap, and then talked about how Carlos and Holly was calling people saying you a snitch. you a snitch and stuff like that because they were speaking out.
Oh
Stop
yeah.
snitching. If that is true, then that is definitely you creating a narrative of something that was premeditated. You're trying to tell people not to talk or tell about what they just witnessed with their own eyes.
That's right. Wow. God.
It's mind blowing, but I'm gonna tell you, I pray to God that the prosecution can prosecute Holly to the fullest extent of the law. I really hope because they can say whatever they want about this her being carried, concealed to carry, license to carry, the order protection and all of that. That was not justified. What
Mm-mm.
she did was not justified. It wasn't. And you can still have all those things and still get indicted and charged with on her
Yeah.
unalivement.
Yeah. I think she's gonna get something. I don't know what it is, but I think she's gonna get something. I hope and pray. You know, I mean, it was never gonna bring her daughter back, but at least she can say she got some type of justice out of the situation. You know,
Right. But I'm just saying too, there's a
and you gotta look
reality
at
of
reality if she
don't
do.
be
Yeah.
surprised if she get off, y'all.
All right.
Don't be surprised.
We gotta look at it on both ends.
We really do. We really do. Because again, she got the paperwork, she got the laws of the land on her side. She allegedly went by the law by getting the paperwork and the license to carry. See, they're gonna that's gonna be a hell of a fight for the prosecution. But I'm telling you, I pray that they fight to get justice.
Mhm.
Because listen, you can be licensed to carry doesn't give you a right to have a license to kill, to take another life, to just literally take another life because you licensed to carry.
Absolutely.
The laws of the land says you have a right to protect yourself, your person, your family member, your property, your home, anything of that nature. Yes, but it has to be certain type of scenarios set in force to make it look like it has to literally be self-defense, and that's what got to be proven, if it was self-defense or not.
Yes. Right.
Again, if those, I pray to God that they had cameras. I'm from Chicago, so I used to go down there in Chinatown all the time to eat because that's the Chinatown area in Chicago. And to my knowledge, they used to have those cameras up there on the poles and things of that nature, on the lighting poles and stuff like that in that area, because that's a very busy area with businesses, schools, restaurants and stuff like that. So I pray to God that they do. That's considered like the South Loop area as well. So I really pray that they have cameras that's going to really tell the truth and give the detail of how things went down.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that, because with that and the other two witnesses that gave a statement, or any other witness that was there that they may eventually find, because trust me, the grand jury has a way of finding out who those witnesses were that were there and reaching out to them, even
Oh
if they
yeah.
have to
Oh
subpoena,
yeah.
them.
Yeah. 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 And they'll lock your ass up. You don't come too. hmm
Yeah. So
So
we shall
y'all,
see.
I love y'all. I'm going to get up off of here. Y'all, I will
All
not be
right,
live
sis.
tomorrow. I want to take a break tomorrow, y'all, because I'm going to get some rest. Sis, I've been running this. I've been running, trying to keep, what I'm saying, trying to keep the people engaged and, to what's going on. Sometimes it does drain me. It makes me tired sometimes. So,
Oh yeah, I know, because it's a lot going on. But again, like I said, I thank you for having your platform, because you are educating people from real life experiences about dealing with people with narcissistic personality disorder. We all have the traits. We have the traits, but it's a whole different ballgame when you actually have the personality disorder. So know the
yes,
difference.
Yes, absolutely. I agree
So
with you.
I thank you for your platform, sis. And I know it had been a minute since I've been up here, so it felt good to come up and had a conversation with you. I appreciate you so much.
You're
And
welcome,
to
sis.
her loyal subscribers and chat and listeners, I really hope y'all getting educated. I really hope you all are really, really taking heed and listening to Dee and what she's saying by her, even her own experience. She's really trying to educate you all about these people that are poison in our communities and our families, our friends, and things like that. If you want to have peace in your life, then
Mm-hmm.
these are the type of people you need to not have in your
Ain't no
life.
right.
I'll
Absolutely.
talk to you later, sis. Love
Okay.
you. Thank you.
I love you
All
too.
right. All right. Bye bye.
Okay, y'all. I love you guys. To get up off of here. I've been on since 12:10. And it is now going on 4 o'clock. And I thank everyone that did support my channel today. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Everybody that supported me with a coffee, I appreciate that. And I will be taking today off tomorrow, y'all, Friday. I will see y'all again on Monday. Thanks, Miss D. Have a great evening. You too, darling. You too. You too, Lisa. But you know I'm gonna see y'all on the YouTube streets because you know if Keys go live tonight, I don't know what's gonna be like, y'all, but I'll be over there, Lord Jesus. I'll be over there. So I will definitely see you guys Monday. I'm gonna take tomorrow off and Saturday and Sunday and just, relax and stuff and do what I need to do in my house and things like that. But I would definitely see you guys on Monday. But I would definitely see y'all guys in the YouTube streets. You know that. You said you too? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do things in your own personal life. Bring their huh? Bring here, help me. I want to talk to you, D. My phone, if you have a line for public. Do you have an Instagram? Do you have an Instagram? Let me know before I get off. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do, Mama. Do so I'm just gonna, lay back and just, do some things. But you know what? I'm gonna do some laundry this weekend. I'm gonna wax my floors and dust and do some things like that in the house. Yeah, I'll be in Keys tonight too. Oh yeah, I'll be over there. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, sweetie. No problem. No problem. I love to share things, because like I said, everybody don't know what narcissists is like. They really don't. They really don't. So I don't mind sharing it. You know, you may have, like she said, she have a mother that's a narcissist, and that's that's sad. That is sad. That is really really sad. Okay, you have an Instagram. All right, hit me up on D underscore Brown 54. That's my Instagram. DEE underscore Brown 54. That's my Instagram. And you will see it say Coach D. And you can hit me up, but you have to let me know who you are on um oh my God, you forgot your Instagram. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Jesus. Well, figure it out. Make you a new one. Figure it out. You can make you a new one if you can't get in. Or you can reset it. Yeah, you can reset it. So I'll see y'all Monday. Monday, Monday, Monday. Um, love you, OG. And thanks for coming up. Thank y'all for the coffees. I love every last one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all really made my day. I'll go over tonight and see nappy head ass over here because Lord Jesus, he probably come up on the panel with his nappy head gaslighting ass. Ooh, baby. We going to see nappy head tonight, y'all. Okay? Nappy head. That's what we going to do. So I love you guys. You guys have a blessed weekend. Okay? Enjoy your weekend. Stay prayed up. And always remember to keep God first. Okay? Keep God first in everything you do. Brittany, thank you so much, baby. You stuck it out. You rock with me all day. I appreciate you so much, Brittany. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I know I'm gonna have a lot of people watch the replay. Oh, yeah, I don't like him neither. I can't stand his nappy head ass. She said, you nappy head bitch. Let me get off here. Y'all is not gonna start me back up. I'm tired. She said, you nappy head bitch. Y'all. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Y'all, I can't even laugh. Like, oh my God. Like, oh Lord. That was the funniest thing in the fucking world when she called him a nappy head bitch. She said, you nappy head bitch. She said, you don't even fucking see your own fucking kids. Your baby mama said, this the shit that you do. You put your own kids at risk. This not your first time doing this shit. You nappy head ass bitch. I was like, ooh, wait, baby. Okay. Miss Ross, how you doing, baby? I'm going to get all. You got to watch the replay. We had a good live today. We had a good live today, honey. Yes. So I see y'all over there in Keys chat, and we will see if nappy head bitch gonna be on the panel tonight, y'all. Okay. So I see y'all over there. Facts. Oh, Brittany said we close the shop. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone. See you, Lisa. I'll watch the replay. Okay. Yeah, it was a good live today. We had a good live. All right, y'all. Love you guys. I'll see you guys Monday. Peace and love. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.